Welcome to Disc Golf Stream's coverage of the Turku Open 2023. We got final day FPO action for you. Andrew Gum.
Victor Tågestad. Yeah, 2 action-packed days in our backs, and we are finally gonna see who takes down the title, both in the FPO and MPO. But first, of course, FPO. They are already teeing off. We only have 2 cards today due to one player dropping out of the field.
Yeah, we had a DNF, and so we're gonna, instead of having 3 cards, we'll have 2 cards, 5 on the chase and 4 on the lead, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that affects the play.
Yeah, there might be some backups, slower pace maybe from the 5-player card. We'll have to wait and see if that affects the player. Hopefully not too much. And yeah, 4 players on the lead card who definitely are in contention for the win, all 4, I would have to say. But
oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. They're all right there within 5 strokes of each other. A little bit distance between the chase there. But one thing's for sure, we're going to have you covered from all angles today. We're going to have get to see all the players.
Yeah,
which is fun.
That's nice.
Nice to watch the whole field. And this is the 6th stop on the European Pro Tour. Just one more event on the regular season in Järva 2 weeks from now.
The season just
flew right by, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's been incredibly exciting. We've had so many dramatic finishes, lots of highlights, tons of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I can only agree. And especially this weekend, it feels like we have seen so many highlights, so many great stories. And yeah, Rachel is, of course, the favorite coming in with a 3-stroke lead before today's round, but it's far from over.
And this is a wild highlight reel we're just going to get to look at here.
We saw some really cool things yesterday, some unique things.
Yeah, some first time in history type things as well that you'll see in a minute. But we also had a really nice highlight from Elina there on hole 4, getting herself an easy birdie. Nice highlight putt from Anneli here. Right, soft in the chains on the mark.
Yeah, one of her highlights. I'm sure we will see more from her. There's another one.
There's another one. She's racking them up.
But you had kind of a wild round yesterday with a little bit of everything.
A lot of ups and downs, some really incredibly high highs, and then some pretty tragic lows there at the end as well.
Silva Saarinen was also not to be recognized yesterday. Something a little bit off there. I think with her putting and her whole appearance on the course. I would have to say it was nothing big or anything like that, but we're used to see her on point every single time, but something was bothering her.
Yeah, I think that was probably the worst round we've ever seen from her that I recall on Disc Golf Stream coverage, at least. Here's the moment we were thrilled about. For good reason. The double skip ace.
That's not something you see every day.
That's not something anybody's ever seen, I think, on camera before, as far as I know. The double skip ace in competition. What an incredible moment. What a memorable experience.
Yeah.
What a happy person.
We thought it was a really bad shot, and I think Anneli can agree on that. It was coming out way too low and way too inside, but somehow gets the double skip and gets through everything where I didn't think a disc would even fit, and ends up in the basket. It
was a true miracle.
Yeah, it was incredible. And yeah, after that we saw some kind of reaction from Anneli because she got all kind of different scores, and in 7 holes she got 7 different kind of results there. Like
that's also I think a first time. I don't have a way to verify that, but I can't imagine it's happened before that somebody has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 all in consecutive holes. Not in that order, but
still, all those different kind of scores in 7 holes.
Must have been an emotional roller coaster ride for her.
This is another huge highlight. Jenny Karppinen here on hole 17. She played really good yesterday. She had a hot round, 2 under par, and she got 2 under par only on this hole because it's a par 5. This is the second shot.
Check it out. 2 just perfect shots to park herself, even a little bit long for the eagle. I mean, that's amazing. Look at it. Double. I think she's a couple fist pumps there. Yeah, that's just shaking the dry sack, but.
That meant a lot for her.
Oh, yeah. That's an amazing highlight to get that eagle. Not even birdied too often in the MPO field. It's a par 4 for them, but that was 2 really perfect shots. She piped the gap with that mid-range, testing the ceiling all the way, and just got it to go straight as an arrow. And then the second shot was super powerful, fought through those leaves at the very end. Wonderful stuff.
And with that, as you can see, Jenny Karppinen climbed up on the lead card. We're going to see her together with Tinja Väisänen, Olivia Kindstedt, and of course, Rachel Turton. The winner from the last European Pro Tour event, Tyni, and she's going to try to take her second
consecutive win, yeah?
Yeah, consecutive. Sorry, I stumbled on the words here in the early morning, but yeah. I'm ready for it, and I'm sure Rachel is as well.
Yeah, looking to get those back-to-back titles. She lost a couple of Euro Tour events to Silva, but now it looks like she's got that reversed. And I mean, we're not going to count Silva completely out, but
you should never count Silva out. No,
she's one of the players that can get really hot really quick and continue like that. But she's 8 strokes behind at this point.
That's
final
a lot.
Final day. So, but she has a lot to play for. So we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out.
And this is how you can succeed on this Luolavore course, according to Seppo Pajo, and he should know because he is the reigning champion here from last year.
That's right. He's got a couple wins here, a close second. He's telling us what it takes to succeed. Big thanks to him for providing this. Point number 1 is to adapt. There's a lot of different type of shot shapes required, so you have to be versatile with your arsenal, and you have to execute and just display all those skills out there.
Yeah, many narrow lines, some more open holes, some shorter ones, some longer ones, some backhands, some forehands. It really requires everything here.
Very well balanced layout for sure. Doesn't require a ton of distance on most holes, but there are a few that can kind of separate the distance throwers. But overall, you just have to really be executing and accurate. And you want to get your upshots close if you can. That'll take a little pressure off the green. There is some really technical par 4s for second shots as well, so that fits right into that second category there that Seppo's laid out for us.
And that third point, Windmaster, it hasn't really been something we have seen too much of this weekend, though, surprisingly.
Which is quite lucky because it is historically known as a very windy place. It's got a lot of elevation changes built on an old landfill. Beautiful views everywhere, lots of nice nature. Just changed the name last winter from Aninkainen to Luolavori, which translates as Cave Mountain. Nice name and beautiful place.
Not sure if there are any caves here, but
must be.
Yeah, somewhere might be a cave. But the wind has been down, which is good for the scores and makes the course a little bit easier. But we never know when it might pick up. Should we maybe check in already now with our on-course reporter, René?
Yeah, why not? René, what can you tell us about the conditions out there?
Well, we have pretty good conditions this morning. We have, right now, pretty clear sky. Only a little bit of a breeze coming down the fairway here on hole number 1. And it's a little hot, it's a little humid, but nothing too different from the previous 2 days.
That's nice to hear. I think we have good scoring conditions, so it's going to be fair game today.
Yeah, and there's a look at our tour point standings. Lots of different nationalities represented there. And Heidi Laine just barely over Anneli. But that could very well change after this week.
Yeah, most likely if Anneli collects a few points, she will be up there in the top. And not surprising with her success this year. No wins, but she has played very well so far.
Yeah, and Rachel's looking to launch herself up into third place with if she can get a win, that'll put her at 200 and up onto a podium position for the point standings. Hole 1's a beautiful par 5 that we're seeing right now with the flyover. You need just a placement shot off the tee, moving a little bit right to left with a slower disc probably, and try to land yourself somewhere on this wood-chipped fairway so you can get your second shot out from this pretty tight gap into the open where it's a little bit uphill, but then it's sort of, once you crest it here, then it starts to drop off slowly and then a little more dramatically after the basket.
Yeah, but a very nice hole, one of my favorites on this course, and a really nice and quite difficult first hole also.
I really love it for a starting hole. It requires lots of, a few different kind of shots, and a lot of precision, especially this tee shot. It's a touchy one. You don't need to rip on it much, but you just have to make sure you get yourself into a decent spot so you can try to hit that gap on the second one.
And as we said, you should never count out Silva Saarinen. She is the first one who gets a disc in the basket today, and she did it in 4 shots. So perfect start for her.
Excellent.
FPO division lead card. Starting time 9:30. First on a tee, representing Prodigy Discs and Ace Disc Golf, Rachel Turton.
Leading with 3 strokes, Rachel Turton. She has played 1 under par both rounds. So right now she's at 2 under par. And no, not the perfect shot there from the tee. A little bit right.
Latitude 64, Viva-kauppa and Fripastore, Olivia Kinstead.
Olivia, also one of the hotter players in Europe right now, coming from a few really good performances, both on the Finnish Prodigy Disc Pro Tour and the European Pro Tour. Bless you.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. And that was also a fine shot from Olivia. She's in the sweet spot there. Great job.
And for Turku, Jenni Karppinen.
She had a super hot round yesterday. Finished at 2 under with the course record. That amazing eagle, of course, but also kept it super clean.
Yeah.
Had like a little bit slower start, a couple bogeys in the beginning, but then she really just kind of smoothed it out for the finish.
Stayed in it all the way. This might be early though, or no? That's actually perfect.
That is perfect. It did look a little early, but that's ideal.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
In our lead card, representing Prodigy Discs, Tinja Väisänen.
Tinja Väisänen with the same disc. Big story for her this weekend was that the first round bee battle she had, placing her bag on a bee nest and got stung, but played well after that.
Perfect placement there. Very well done.
Yeah, 3 good throws, 1 maybe not as good from Rachel.
Here we get a highlight alert. Silva Saarinen from 15 meters. Of course, it's in.
That's the first birdie for the FPO field on this hole, the whole weekend.
Nice. So she looks like she means business today. If she can get on a heater, then try to put some pressure on this lead card. That's all she can do, really, is just hope that they start to feel that pressure and maybe start to stumble a little bit, and she can do something special here.
I would be scared if I had Silva Saarinen right behind. I wouldn't be relaxed.
Yeah, she's very aggressive, super talented. You know, really meteoric rise this last year or two.
Elina Rydberg here on hole 2. This is not the biggest distance, but very safe.
Yeah, that's fine. Right in the middle. Silva Saarinen, of course, the reigning champion here at Turku from last year. She's also the European Junior champion, as well as 3 wins in a row over there on the Euro Tour. Coming back to Finland for this. Looking to move up the leaderboard today.
And defend her title.
Yeah, not looking likely, but it would be a totally epic comeback if she were to.
Yeah.
One for the ages, really.
I don't want to say that it's impossible, but it's
very
not likely to happen, but there is still a chance.
Absolutely. Very improbable, but certainly possible.
Rachel is throwing 3rd here after just pitching up her second shot up to the sweet spot. So she's now right there next to where the other 3 players ended up after their first shot. A little bit behind that, actually. She's going to try to attack now on the 3rd, but most likely not going to be a par. Can't see her reaching all the way.
It's a bit far, isn't it? That's a great shot, but yeah, she's still about 50 out from there. Good gap hit, though, and nice speed on that.
It was a great shot. Nothing to complain about there.
Tina in good position here. FX4. Oh yeah, perfectly in the center.
Beauty.
Right up there. Great position after 2. currently 5 strokes back from the lead. Opportunity to get one closer potentially here. Oh, early release from Jenny, but great kick all the way out into the open.
Oh, she got lucky there. That's actually right at the edge there of the wooded part. So she is should be able to swing freely there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a misrelease, but a really nice example of some tree love, kicking her right into the open.
And Olivia with the biggest distance from the tee. Let's see if she can capitalize on that.
Stand still, backhand, driver shot, early released. Another fairly favorable kick, I think. Or did that... Renee, did you see that?
Yeah, and I'm moving to check it out because she might actually be OB.
It kicked pretty
It's
hard.
very close.
Yeah, I was thinking it would get a second kick or something maybe, but...
It's probably safe,
Okay.
but it's right on the edge.
Okay, scary. Olivia was looking kind of scared there also. You could
Yeah.
see the fear in her eyes. She couldn't believe how she could miss the gap from there. And I got kind of surprised as well.
Yeah.
What kinds of winds are they facing here in the open part? Is it a head or tailwind? René?
Just like yesterday, it's a headwind coming slightly from the right when you get into the open. And of course, when I gave you the weather report last, there was no wind. And as soon as we finished, the wind picked up to the same level as it was yesterday morning. So slight breeze,
Yeah.
gusting a little bit.
A little gusty out there.
Anneli was throwing her second there, and we don't know where she ended up. But yeah, Anneli got a par on hole 1, otherwise bogeys from Elina Rydberg, Jenny Pujol, and Sonja Laine on hole 1. Elina has actually been out of bounds on hole 2 now also, so not the perfect start for her. We have seen her with 2 okay rounds, but we know that she's capable of more, and she knows it herself also.
Yeah, it's kind of been like both time a tale of two nines. Like the first day she had a really rough start on the front nine, and then she just shredded the back.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was kind of the opposite effect, where she had a good start and then kind of tapered off at the end there. But if she can put together that whole round today, it's not looking like she's off to the best start, though.
It's not far off, but she hasn't really found it yet this season. She has one podium finish from last year's European Pro Tour at Tyni. Otherwise, she has been a little bit behind.
She's had a lot of great highlights and some really hot rounds, lots of birdies, that's for sure. Still looking to put it all together. We should be back up online really soon.
And Anneli is on the fairway though after 2, so she's looking good. And Anneli is also right there within striking distance together with Silva Saarinen on the chase card. Those are maybe the 2 threats for the 4 players on the lead card, I would have to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially now with Elina struggling a little bit beginning of the round.
Yeah, looking like 6 players with a chance to fight for the podium positions and even potentially the win if they get really hot. Feedback there from Jenny.
She put a lot behind that. She got big distance from a standstill. I like that shot from Jenny.
Very well played. Olivia was indeed safe, and she's on the fairway after 3. So she's not quite putting yet, but should be okay for a par. Tina with a really nice move on this one. A little touch of Anheuser.
Could we see a second birdie on this hole? She's getting some applause there, so I think it must have been a good shot.
It looked really good to me. I guess we didn't get to see it finish, unfortunately, but it sure looked like it was heading straight for the basket.
René, did you see where it finished?
Yes, Tinia's a little short and left of the basket, probably in circle 1.
Oh, it's great. So an opportunity for her to get a birdie and for the second birdie of the event on hole 1.
Excellent work. Rachel going to that strider we've seen so much of, and that's right on point. Sliding just a little bit long, but right inside the circle. It's going to be for her par, though. After having to pitch back to the fairway off the tee. It's like a beautiful day for disc golf. Another reminder about that European Disc Golf Championships coming up 16th through the 20th of August at Tallinn Song Festival grounds. Get your tickets from eurodiscgolf.eu. We got the course designed by Seppo Paju. It's right in the center of Tallinn. And that's going to be a super exciting 4-day event covered live each day here on Disc Golf Stream. Make sure you tune in for that. Super stacked field, really prestigious title. Nice upshot there from Olivia.
With her old, very old beat-up harp that barely looks like a disc anymore. Flies great though.
Oh, those harps, they never wear out. They always keep a little bit of stability in there.
Get better and better.
Yeah, they get kind of concave and just kind of feel really good in the hand.
Jenny getting close for a par. Olivia is going to get a par as well. Rachel putting for par in circle 1, and we might get to see one birdie if Tinja can connect this one. It's marked as circle 2 on UDisc, but I think it looks more likely to be closer than that, considering where she's putting down her bag and considering what we heard from René.
Welcome back to the studio. We are facing a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, but we're going to try to get that all sorted out as soon as possible. Thanks for staying with us and for understanding.
And if you're watching on the free coverage on YouTube right now, please let us know in the live chat with, who you think will win and who you want to win. And
yeah, and where you're watching from.
Where you're watching from, yeah.
It'd be nice to know.
It's always nice to have some interaction with you viewers there in the live chat. As long as you're nice to us.
You don't have to be.
No.
You can be honest. You can be honest if you like. We appreciate all types of feedback, and we respect your opinions and your viewership very much.
Let's have a look at the win probability. Of course, Rachel, with a big lead coming into this round, has a big chance to take down the win, also according to UDisc. Right now, they're giving her an 85% chance of taking down the win. And
I'd say that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Something around that level, at least with 3/4 chance, something.
I kept saying yesterday that they overestimated her chance, but today I'm kind of agreeing a little bit more, especially considering what we saw from Silva yesterday.
Yeah. And of course, that comes from an algorithm from UDIS, so it's nothing personal. Nobody's out there deciding that. That's just a program. So, yeah.
Yeah, but there is
just so you know. But yeah, like
all kind of statistics in that calculation. So
yeah, it's an awesome feature. I love that. I love keeping up on that win probability. That's one of my favorite things to do, just to check it at the beginning of the event and then periodically have a little peep to see what the algorithm thinks. Rachel plays so good with a lead though that I feel like once she is in control and has like a bit of an edge, like she just kind of seems to walk it in. She seems to feel very comfortable in that position to be in the commanding lead, and then she doesn't seem to stress too much or make those mistakes that gives people opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good skill to have, to know how to win and know how to play in the lead, because that's also something we have seen from many players who suddenly are up there, but they don't really know how to handle the pressure. If someone knows how to do that, it's Rachel Turton.
Yeah, and being so new to the game, I think that's quite a great trait. Maybe it transfers over from some of her professional ultimate career, playing under pressure and coming through in the clutch.
Elina missing her putt there, and she's going to be tapping in a triple bogey on hole 2. A very bad start for her.
Yeah, disappointing result there on 2, and not a great start, but plenty of time to rack up some highlights and hopefully string together some great birdies.
Jenny Pujol there, who had such a good day 1, slowed down quite a bit yesterday, but she showed some great skills, and we were actually thinking that she might have a chance at the lead card and maybe a podium finish for a while there, but
she had a good day 1.
Yeah.
She's a new face. We're happy and excited to have another new player here that we weren't quite familiar with.
But right now she's a little bit too far behind, so she will not have anything to do with top.
No, but gaining valuable experience out here playing on the European Pro Tour. she's from this local area right around the corner from where our studio is, or right in the same town.
Yeah, Söderkulla, just 15 minutes outside of Helsinki.
Yeah. So that's it for the lead card on 2. They'll be hustling on over to 3.
And we got pars from Silva and Anneli. Those are the most important results to
Focus on.
focus on, and keep our eyes on. Silva right now 1 under par after 2 holes.
Yeah.
And she is 6 behind Rachel Turton.
Yeah, 2 strokes closer than where she started.
That's right. Things can happen quickly.
Sure can.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Turku, right in the middle of the greenest month, July. This is the time of year that we are waiting for all winter, and it's just so great to be able to follow players on a course like this on a beautiful July midsummer day.
Yeah, prime summertime here in Finland. Beautiful disc golf weather, beautiful disc golf venue here at the Luolavuori course, right in the heart of Turku. Hotbed for disc golf. Home of the Prodigy Disc Europe factory and business.
And
not factory, but yeah, warehouse. And
yeah, exactly. But some great courses here as well, and I think and I hope that sometime in the future that Turku could maybe host some even bigger tournaments, maybe even world championships, because
tons of great courses, lots of really good infrastructure, beautiful, clean, safe city. Yeah, lots of things going for it.
This course together with Lauste, that's only a few minutes drive away from this one, is they are both really, really good courses.
Yeah, that would be a perfect combo, wouldn't it?
Silva did put it close, most likely another birdie for her, and Anneli is looking like she will be just as close, maybe.
Yeah, right there for a birdie look, 7 meters. 6.
Yeah, great.
Got a nice little ground play there at the end. Looked like it might flare skip, but instead it kind of just rolled over and went straight.
Jenny Pujol.
Regarding Anneli's skip there, it looked like she hit something on the ground, like a rock or something that just kept her disc from going OB.
Okay, so
going towards the basket instead, so that was a good little kick.
This course is really friendly to Anneli.
Yeah, she has had some lucky breaks so far.
Really vibing with it out there. Sorry,
Jenny Karppinen throwing her second on hole 2, and she has about 60 meters maybe still to the basket if she goes straight over the OB. Should be able to get a par. All players on the lead card are inbounds after the first throw. Olivia has been throwing twice. So we saw Jenny's second throw, and here is Tinja Väisänen's second throw. Right up there in the corner.
Yep, fine position there for the par.
A little bit too long this hole for these players to really attack for a birdie, but they all should be able to get a par if they just play safe.
Yeah, par is really good on this one.
I don't think we have seen any birdies on hole 2.
No,
from the FPO players. That would be kind of surprising. No birdies, but quite a few pars.
I think it could be possible, but it's not really the game plan for them. They don't want to push their max distance, and take a risk of going OB, and it's kind of a low percentage birdie anyway. Even if they were able to kind of like fully power 2 drives, that the green is pretty tight. That's a nice second shot there.
Yes, he's far up, Rachel Turton, and trying to bounce back a little bit, not with a birdie, but with some good throws after her bogey on hole 1.
She's got the umbrella out. Must be for sunshade. I think it's looking like clear skies all day.
Yeah, I
on the
hope,
forecast anyway.
hope
yeah,
that. But you never know.
Yeah, it's good to be prepared.
Finnish summer weather can change quickly. I know
That's
that.
true.
We haven't had the hottest July so far. It has been
Fairly mild.
fairly mild. Yeah, that's a.
Had some great days though. But yeah, some cooler weather too, and some storms. Looking like ideal conditions today though. Beautiful blue sky. Lush green grass and lots of different shades of green in the trees. Wonderful place to be out there. That approach was maybe a little bit short left, but still an opportunity from the circle's edge.
Yeah, it wasn't the best one I've seen from her, but not a big mistake at least.
This looks pretty good. Just short of the mound, maybe 7 meters or so.
Hugo? Ah, il faut...
Tina, distortion. Smooth looking up.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Sliding up the hill also. That's going to be an easy par.
that's what you want. Kind of just try to blast it into that hillside and let the speed check up. Can be a really tough green to stick. That's one really nice way to do it though, just kind of hit and slide up there.
And I can tell you that we have some international viewers here on this golf stream today. We have viewers from Singapore, we have viewers from Hong Kong and from Arizona and from Alabama.
Wow.
I'm sure we have a few Europeans as well. So it seems like the whole world is following these players right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, great to see that.
Welcome all of you, and hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here on this golf stream and Turku Open. Rachel Turton has been a joy to watch so far, and she puts it close.
Yeah, nice jump putt approach, and I really appreciate your interaction there and your viewership in general. Go ahead and share the link if you know anybody out there that would also be interested to watch some free live disc golf from Europe. And yeah, Creative Fly Fishing's asking who we are. And in the commentary booth, I'm Andrew Gum, originally from the United States in Iowa, living in Finland for 16 years and in Europe over 20 years. So, and Victor, you want to tell them about yourself a little bit?
Yeah, I'm the guy with the Swedish accent because that's where I'm from. I have been living in Finland for 3 years and played disc golf for quite a long time.
But yeah, thanks for your curiosity and interest in who we are and what we're doing here.
Ooh, I hope it stayed close. It looked like, yeah, it checked up there from Olivia. But it's going to be a bogey for her then. It wasn't the best approach.
Nice putt there for Jenny.
Keeping a clean score.
Yep. Silva 2 down through 3.
Yeah, watch out for her. And Anneli got the birdie as well there on 3. So
Excellent. So they're doing what they have to do there on the chase, trying to just put a little bit of pressure on this lead card. And
no room to relax for these girls. Or
yeah, quickly closing the gaps.
ladies, maybe I should say.
Yeah. Not sure what the appropriate term is these days, but this solid stacked FPO division, super talented players, we really enjoy getting to follow along.
Hole 4 for the chase card. Yeah, first entering their scores, and if I'm correct, Silva Saarinen should be first one to throw. Seems like she's just about to get ready. And yeah, just like you just said, if you like what you're seeing here and you're watching the live free stream today on YouTube, consider subscribing to discgolfstream.com. It definitely helps us out to continue to provide you this live coverage.
Silva on the tee of 4. Gets a little bit of a wind lift. Catches the branch, but that's in fine position, no problem there.
Yeah, a little bit high, but and she lost a little bit of distance because of that, and of course also because hitting that branch. But this is not the most difficult par 4, so she could still get the birdie.
Yeah, one of the easier ones on the course. Yesterday it was averaged right around par.
Ooh, lucky kick for Anneli after an early release. That could have been bad there on the left side. But now she's still in the Open. Back to the lead card with Tinja Väisänen on tee of 3.
A little wide, but overstable enough to work back really nicely. That's perfect. Beautiful shot.
Right there.
Yeah, she knew that disc well, hung it out wide, got that big skip, circled the pole, and an absolute park job. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff from Tinja.
She has such a unique style of throwing, Tinja Väisänen, and it looks like nothing, and still that was easy 100 meters.
It's super smooth, isn't it? She's got great follow-through and nice timing. Jenny Karppinen also with a great line. That's skipping up for another bullseye, it looks like.
Yeah, they are making it look easy. I mean, this is not the most difficult hole, but there's still 100 meters right under the basket.
Put it that close. That takes some skills for sure. And just so you know, with that Disc Golf Stream subscription, you're also going to get not just all access to European Pro Tour events, but the European Championships also will be covered live, and the Finnish Nationals, which will be in Finnish language only, but also available at the same price.
Rachel, let's see if she can do something similar. Yeah, that's just good enough. A little bit further away than those other two, but
3 really great drives though on this one. They got it dialed.
That should be a birdie. Let's see if we can get potential star frame here if Olivia can put it close. Throwing a grace.
Looks pretty good as well. Stabling up right on time and skipping right up in the circle. We might have a chance for a star frame here. It sure looks like it.
Yeah, especially with Olivia's putting right now is so hot. So I'm giving her great chances to get one here, even though it was a little bit short.
Yeah, and the FPO field starting to get this one figured out. 3rd easiest yesterday, 2.6 average. So we had 4 birdies yesterday. Jenny Karppinen, Anneli, Silva, and Jenny Pujo all got it. Today so far it's averaging at 2.8. 2 birdies. Anneli and Silva who just got it from the chase there.
So 2 out of 5, and I think looks like we will see maybe at least 3, hopefully 4.
Yeah.
Here on the lead card. Anneli throwing second after that lucky tree kick.
Oh, that one knocks her straight down. She'll have to try to get up and down for par from there.
And now she's up there where you want to be after 1 shot. And she is slightly pinched on the right side. I'm not sure if that's going to be easy. Sonja getting up, further up on the fairway, not in birdie position, but still good. Sonja Line, the younger sister of Heidi Line, who is the current leader of the European Pro Tour standings, but she's not here in the field competing this weekend. But we do have some representation from the Line family.
That's right.
Another great putt from a great player.
Yeah, she's been looking so solid lately. Great skills, and the mental game's come a long way.
3 birdies now on this hole. Can we get 3 more?
This is the only one that's outside the bullseye, and it's not far off. So, yeah, pretty routine tap in for Rachel, basically from that distance. Super solid putter, and it's looking a lot like a star frame here for our lead card. These are just well inside the bullseye ring. That's going to do it. Because Tinja is absolutely parked. Look at that.
Awesome.
In. Great star frame.
Which means that we have 6 birdies then from 9 players, so more than 50% birdies.
That's fantastic. Very well played.
Elina got a birdie here yesterday. Let's see if she can get it again. It's more difficult position here. She's going to try to flex a forehand.
Kind of tricky here, but very nice
Yeah,
move.
I think that's going to be good.
Catches a couple branches, it slows it a little, but it's up there on the green. Circles edge probably, or just outside.
I think it might be a little bit longer than that,
yeah,
but
maybe mid-circle too.
she did great just to get through there at least. I think it was a little bit high maybe, and
It looked like a really nice shape. I think it just clipped a little overhanging branch somewhere and it slowed it down a little and maybe made it fade a little early. Good looking line though. Silva here is lined up pretty well on the left side of this standing dead tree that we see. And she slides it up well inside the circle.
that's fine.
About 8-9 meters from there.
Which is nothing for Silva Saarinen. Although we didn't see the best putting performance from her yesterday, but if someone can forget about that and just turn it on, it's Silva Saarinen.
Absolutely.
That's what she's doing so far today. 2 under par after 3 holes.
Yeah, Udiscus calling that circle too. I guess it could look like it was inside to me, but
Yeah, I think it's more likely to be like 8-9 meters than outside. But
that's what it looked like. But the camera can play tricks. Either way, she's probably good for it. Doesn't make too much difference. Well inside her range, one of the best putters in the world, without a doubt. Anneli Heiser works out pretty well. Clipped a couple leaves at least early.
also a tester putt there but for par. She has hit a little bit of everything on this hole. Not the cleanest play from Anneli. A little bit similar to what we saw yesterday, actually. Not the cleanest round. Jenny Pujol has an open look to the basket. But I don't know where that ended up. I think it must have been too low or something.
Yeah, hard to tell.
Circle 2, it says. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, circle 2, it says on UDisc. So I guess we have to trust that. Hey, Sonja Line.
Nice looking up shot there.
Perfect. That's most likely going to be the par for her. Her first par today. Only bogey so far.
Here we have Jenny Pujol representing Team Rocket Discs, which is a Swedish thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Elina, birdie putt from circle 2. She did get the birdie here yesterday. Can she get it again? Ah, not far away. That was a good run, but she's not gonna have to wait for her first birdie today. She's that kind of player that can get so many birdies, but also a few too many mistakes most often. Keep on saying it over and over. We know what she's capable of, and it's just a matter of time before she gets it together. Anneli Togias for her par putt. Great start so far. And a surprising bogey on one of the more easy holes on the course for Anneli. Anneli is 7 behind Rachel Turton, but only 4 behind Olivia Tinjaniemi on second place. Silva, blazing hot start, 3 for 4. We were kind of surprised about Silva Saarinen yesterday. Not the best score, not the best look overall, but she's in a completely different player today. Yeah, 3 for 4.
I can tell you as well that I think Silva's parents are with her today on the course at least.
Okay,
There's
so
a couple where the woman looks a lot like Silva, so I'm guessing it's her parents.
might
She's talking to them once in a while.
might be good to have some family out there supporting you. Might be just what she needed after that yesterday's round. Looks like that at least. And Anneli gets a bogey, so she's back at even par for the round, and she's 8 behind Rachel Turton in the lead. But Silva is now only 2 shots away from second place and only 5 from Rachel.
She's doing everything she has to do here. Really exciting. Tina, going with the backhand. FX4.
Did I hear B? We are on the same hole.
Yeah, I thought I heard.
No, sorry. It's not hole 4 where she.
It was hole 7, right?
Yeah.
That's a little bit left side, but should be pretty okay position.
It feels like if someone wants this win, it's Jenny Karppinen. She's so focused this weekend.
Looked amazing yesterday. She's right there, just 3 strokes back at the moment.
Yeah, Jenny Karppinen 2 under par yesterday. She's already 1 under par today. Watch out for her, Rachel. But most of all, focus on your own game and keep it together.
That's what she's really good at.
Exactly.
Sticking to her game plan. Really nice move on this. Little touch of Annie, ends up in the middle. Not huge distance, but great position.
Yeah.
And that's what we heard from her post-round interview yesterday, is that she feels like she can score better, and she's just going to try to do her own thing out there, focus on her own game, and try to be the best her she can be. Not too worried about what everybody else is doing, which is a great mentality out there.
Yeah, she is. She knows that she cannot affect what the other players are doing. She can only focus on herself. So why waste energy on looking at other players? That's
Very practical approach to the mental game. Sensible. Sonia Line. It's a great move on this one. Beautiful shot.
Does it have enough turn? Yeah. I think it's circle's edge. No, okay, it was quite a bit shorter. Yeah.
Comes up a little bit short, but hit the gap nicely.
It's going to be an easy par at least. Anneli got ace on a similar shaped shot yesterday. This is a little bit longer though, and but still forehand slightly downhill.
That looks really good. It's stabling up on time. Not the best ground play, but it's going to leave her just outside the circle. Scary putt to run, but it's there if she wants it.
Was that the same disc she was acing with yesterday?
It was a white disc, wasn't it?
I think it's a PD2 that she aced with yesterday.
Okay.
Might be.
Looks like the same one. Olivia, trusting the forehand on this approach. Back on 4.
Does get a skip, yes, but not close enough to the basket for a birdie.
Looking like a par.
But yeah, it's really incredible what Olivia has been able to do so far this season. I remember just earlier this spring watching her in Tali at the Finnish tour, Prodigy Disc Pro Tour, and she was so furious at herself and at her game and the way she was acting on the course. But nothing like bad towards other players or anything, but it certainly didn't help her. And then
she's been pretty hard on herself. Right?
Yeah. Now she's looking like a completely different player.
She's really turned a corner with that mental game, and it's really great to see out there. She's staying positive, executing shots over and over again. Yeah, like you said, almost like a whole new player out there. With the mood, at least, and the...
Yeah, she doesn't let mistakes affect her. She just keeps on going and smiles about it. Like she knows that mistakes are gonna happen. Like happens for everyone. No reason to.
Whoa! What a super technical shot that was from Tina. Down on a knee, it's sliding up all the way in the green. Circle 1, I believe.
Awesome! Yeah, that's way inside circle 1.
That was an amazing shot. She had that tree straight in her line. She went down on the knee and went with the Anheuser backhand from a knee. Hard to get that much power, but she really executed that perfectly, and that was an extremely difficult shot.
I think that's like 5-6 meters from the basket.
Yeah, maybe just a little longer, but that's like a super high-level approach.
Yeah, maybe the angle tricked me a little bit.
I think it's in the circle. For sure. Yeah.
Must be. Is this looking as good? Not really, but as she's behind that tree, she cannot even attack, I think. I think she's gonna have to just pitch it up. What do you say about that, René? Do you think Jenny can attack the basket from where she is now?
Well, from the knee with a really hard spin putt, everything is possible from here. But it's tricky. And Chinya is well inside the circle, as you said. With an 8-7.
8-7, yeah. Cool.
That's the one that I haven't tried myself, but it sounds like it should be quite understable. It looked like that during the flight also.
Yeah, I think it's a 10 speed that's quite flippy, and she really put a great move on it. Rachel, jump putt approach.
It's going to be a safe par.
Check it out.
Oh, she's trying to go for it, but
it looked good, yeah.
Was just a little bit long.
A little short, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it was too long, too much distance.
Right, yeah. Right on line, though. It looked like it was going in. I thought we had a big highlight from Olivia coming there. Just dropped a little low. Here's that shot from Jenny. That would be pretty impressive to get that up and in. Just gets it next to the basket.
Not sure if we said it already, but 2 birdies on this hole yesterday. Rachel and Elina got it. It's not gonna get any from Rachel today. We also didn't see one from
There's one.
Elina, but here is one from Tinja Väisänen.
What a sweet birdie. That upshot was insane.
That was a highlight. From down on the knee.
So good. Like perfect disc choice, perfect speed and angle. And from a knee to get that much power, I'm well impressed. Easy par for Rachel. But Tinya's starting to close that gap. She's only 2 back. She's 3 down for the round. She's on fire.
She really is. 3 down through 4. That's the same as what Silva Saarinen had. And now we get to see her here on
hole 5, yeah.
Hole 5.
Beautiful touch on this turnover. Look at that. Fantastic shot.
Yeah, she missed a similar putt on this basket yesterday, though. So let's see what she can do now.
This is just inside the circle. Elevated basket. Her putt is so on point today. She's 4 down through 5. She's 1 stroke behind the lead card now.
And she is only 4 away from Rachel.
What's the probability saying?
Yeah, it must be looking better for her at least than what it did at the start. Only 5% still, but yeah, it's trending the right direction for her. Let's say like that.
Definitely getting more and more interesting. Of course, we're used to seeing some really exciting, dramatic finishes here on Disc Golf Stream. It feels like it's every time, so I wouldn't expect anything different here. Just tightening up.
Sonja with just a straight shot here, playing this hole 6 for par, which is not too bad if you want to play safe. That was a good shot.
Finally, I think that's a Essence.
A little bit early.
Not 100% sure.
I think that's an Essence. Yes, she has a similar colored one at least.
Another nice line from Tina. Just a little low to get all the way to the basket, but right in the fairway anyway. Probably a bit of a scary putt to run. Maybe she might want to think. This is that feedback, super popular new mold.
Yeah, especially how it's looking right now for Tina. She doesn't want to ruin the great score that she has now.
Yeah, maybe not worth the risk here, but nice flex line here. With the nose up a little, getting it to fade.
Yeah.
Right there to the circle's edge, or just outside, I guess.
Scary putt also for her, but
Indeed.
she can wait and see where Rachel is to see if it's worth running it.
Yeah, there were no birdies on this one yesterday. Day 1, we did have one from Rachel. And then, of course, we just saw Silva connecting. Rachel looking like she's going to get it again today.
Yeah, very likely.
A little 5-6 meter tailwind putt left.
It's going to get her second birdie today, Rachel, and get back to that 1 under par, which was her score after both rounds, yeah.
Super consistent.
Oh, Olivia is using every centimeter of the gap there and ends up where, René? Where did she finish?
It's gonna be another photo finish. She's on the OB line, but I'm not. I mean, it's closer than she was on the hole 1 to being OB.
Okay, so
We're gonna let it go to the group, I think.
It'll be a group call.
Yeah, that's where they're heading right now. To check it out. If it is close, then usually they tend to give it to the player.
Yeah, you have to give benefit of the doubt, but you also have to be able to see that some part of the disc is inside the line, not on the line, but inside on the playing surface. That's the distinction. It's not enough for it to be touching the line. It needs to be touching the inbound side of the line.
It's not tennis we're playing. We need to be inside, yeah?
The line itself does not count. It needs to be touching something on the other side.
And I think that they just gave it an okay there. So Olivia is throwing second now after taking a meter in.
Yep, safe. According to UDisc. And there you can see from that angle that it was indeed just enough in.
And she's going to get a safe par from there. So interesting now to see what Jenny Karppanen is doing. I can't imagine Tina running this. No, she's just laying it up. Smart decision. But Jenny from Circle's Edge, she is 3 behind Rachel. I don't think she would like to be 4 behind. We don't have too many holes to play still.
Looks like Jenny's lining this up. This would be a sweet highlight. Soft run.
And it's still close enough to save the par. Big moment though for Rachel here to extend her lead to the players on the lead card.
Taking time, going through the routine. Super focused putter. She puts it right there in the heart.
No problem. Second birdie of the day. Repairing the mistake on hole 1, and she is now under par for the round.
Yep, doing all she has to do. 3 strokes clear at the moment, so still in firm control. Jenny misses a tap in there, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to help her.
Definitely not. And she is going to get a bogey. She's going to drop down.
Yeah, it looked like it just didn't come out of her hand right, like it kind of stuck in there. Does happen sometimes. I'm not sure how or why, but I've felt that before too, where it just doesn't feel like it comes out when you want it to.
Hottest player on the course right now, Silva Saarinen.
Beautiful turnover line.
Gets it
Oh, yeah.
almost all the way up in the Open there.
That's a look. That's all she needs.
Yeah.
That's so in her range. Let's see if she can capitalize here. This would be absolutely huge. A little bit obstructed. It's going to make it tricky, but giving it a good bid, just high.
Not this time, but
No, but you can see that she is in that mode now.
she's focused, yeah.
She is hunting down this win. She really wants to defend the title. Gets in for the par.
And get some revenge from her yesterday's performance also. I don't think she can accept anything like that.
No, this is a whole new day. It's 4 down through 6. Just wicked pace she's on.
Rachel not able to match that, but still playing controlled.
Yeah, doing everything she really needs to do. I mean, at this point, she's still got a 5-stroke advantage over Silva, 3 over Tina. Tina's on fire too, though. It must be mentioned.
Yeah.
3 through 5.
Solo second right now, so
Yeah,
it's looking good, looking like she is playing on her highest level at the moment.
D1 forehand. Rachel not really pushing this one, just trying to line up with the gap nicely. Playing for par.
She is playing kind of conservatively, Rachel, and I wonder if that is her plan or if she's just not feeling it. It looks like it is.
I think it's her game plan. Yeah, I know she can reach this basket if she wants to, but she's decided it's not worth the risk, and she's really good at sticking to her game plan.
Yeah.
She doesn't get easily, off course on what she wants to do. She's really thoughtful in preparing her game plan, and it shows in the consistency of the scoring. She doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and then she doesn't try to push her limits either too.
And it's also good to know that you have the feeling that if I really need to, I can attack a little bit more rather than to have the feeling that you're all the time pushing the limits. Like,
right. Then you can kind of pick and choose when you can decide to take those risks and when you really need to, based on the competition. Big old Sky Anheuser.
Does it get around?
I think it was a little early on the turn.
Looks like it. René, did you see where Jenny Karppinen ended up there? It's a deep.
Jenny ended early, just like Tinja did yesterday, maybe in a little bit more obstructed position. Olivia is by the same tree, but on the under fairway side, and has an obstructed next shot as well.
So smart then for Rachel.
Jenny might actually have the same sidearm line that Tinja did yesterday, but it's a little hard to judge from here.
Let's see what she can do. Elina Rydberg on hole 7 first. Now 4 pars in a row after that slow start on 1 and 2.
It's a good par streak. And a really nice drive here. Touch of Annie coming back.
It's great.
Lining her up with the gap beautifully.
This is another very difficult par 4. So don't think we will see any birdies on it, but who knows?
Yeah, almost that type of par 4 that you could potentially change it to a 5 for the FPO, and it would maybe play
much closer to a par 5 than a par 3 at least. That's for sure. Yeah.
Especially for the FPO field. It's tough enough for the MPO even. That's a great hole, very demanding. Pretty good up there. Almost 10 meters left. There you see that little white square. That's what marks the circle here. Not the easiest thing to see on camera, but just inside the circle. he's gonna have to scramble here. More hand flex shot, I think. Or more flat. She actually had a pretty good opening there.
Felt like she almost gave that a run with that approach. That was
A little hot coming in though. Now she's gonna have to work with that spruce tree, and those can be pretty difficult. They're so low hanging, you know, they don't really allow you a whole lot of space for your footing.
it will annoy her quite a bit.
I think so.
Yeah.
She's pretty deep in there.
And Rachel is playing a safe par,
So smooth with that.
stress free, and
Smart play, just giving it no risk.
yeah, it was the right decision considering what all the other players are doing. Like, such a small chance to get the birdie, even if you're aggressive, and all the other players are struggling to get their pars.
Yep.
She can play it stress free.
Great game plan.
Saves a lot of energy.
Yeah, and keeps the stress levels lower, right? You know, when you put yourself in those tough positions to save the par, that can take a toll over time, you know, start to wear you down mentally a little bit.
Yeah, and especially over 3 rounds, if you all the time feel that you're in control over your game, even though you're not scoring super hot, then that's going to make it easier for you, like at the end of a long event,
Yeah, absolutely.
to keep the concentration and energy levels up.
It does feel like Rachel is really wise beyond her years of experience in disc golf.
Oh, another nice
Wow.
putt from Olivia. She is still in this 3rd place, and that was an important one, not to lose a stroke there.
That was a great putt from right at the 10-meter mark. Made it look easy. Like she's been doing a lot lately.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jenny is well obstructed, but she may have a window for a little highlight putt here of her own. It's not far, but okay, she's got to get low. Just a bit low, and that's going to be a bogey. 2 bogeys in a row, actually.
That's going to cost her.
She's starting to slide down.
Yeah.
It's going to put her in solo 5th place.
Losing 3 stroke to Rachel in 2 holes. That's
Yes.
I don't think she can afford that
No,
if she wants to compete for the win.
not much more. She's going to have to really get hot now. And yeah, she can't really afford any more mistakes after this. That's for sure. Especially with Silva shooting hot and Rachel so far out in front.
Yes.
Ina playing well. It's just too many. Oh, no.
Yeah, and that's
a surprise miss there.
that's disaster, and I think the win is just out of reach for her now.
Yeah, not her best day. Kind of surprising after what we saw yesterday. She was so kind of in control all the way. Now she seems to be a little bit off on some of those putts, and that's costing her.
And she looked really good at the start of this round also.
Sure did, didn't she? Yeah, she was 1 down through 3. And now just these last couple holes costing her a few strokes.
Yeah, 4 strokes lost to Rachel in 2 holes, and we're heading on to hole 7. Here is Silva Saarinen for her, must be her 3rd. No, this is her 2nd.
Second.
Okay, so she's far up then.
A little bit pinched on the inside, but yeah, she got...
Okay, now I see where she is. I thought she was in the 2nd part, but no.
No, doesn't gain much there, but it kicks back to the fairway,
Yeah.
luckily.
I thought she was even further up, but this is. But now I understand.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Just a little inside there. Kicking early. Luckily, it comes back to the fairway. She can still get up and down from there, but it's going to take a really good pipe job through the gap.
Which wouldn't be the first time
Oh,
if
no.
if she's able to make it. Yeah.
Right in her wheelhouse, for sure.
Sonia is throwing her 3rd or 4th here. I this might be her fourth.
That's a good shot.
It's great.
Yeah, up to the mouth of the gap.
She should be able to get up and down from there. Yeah, that was her fourth, so most likely a double bogey. Yeah, Jenny. It's not easy to get it up to hit the gap from that kind of pattern pending stance. She did anyway great to find a nice spot there where she can still attack from.
Silva from a standstill.
Is that her compass?
Oh, that's so good, isn't it? Wow.
That's okay. That's yeah, that's
a tight gap.
And that's gonna be a par on a hole like this feels like a birdie, and especially after being out of position after her first. Yeah,
almost no distance on that second shot, and she still got the par. That third shot was amazing. She used everything that fairway was offering and that gap had available with the height, and just landed it nice and soft right by the basket. Sweet highlight from Silva, and incredible pace she's on. We might see something special today.
She's in a full attack mode, at least, that's for sure. She is not gonna play and play safe.
Shot from Anneli as well. Pipe in the gap.
Also right up there.
That was fantastic. That's for par.
That's for par, yeah. So we will have 2 easy pars from the most interesting players on this this card, at least considering the scores right now.
Yeah, the most relevant for podium positions, at least. And that was such another smooth shot from Tina. She's really just got great form, doesn't she? I really like her swing. Super smooth.
Yeah, I like it as well. Very unique. Olivia again goes to that right side of the fairway. Seems to be her plan, and I can kind of see why.
Yeah, if you're playing it for par, you don't really want to put yourself in a tight spot by being a little early or too long. Just kind of give yourself space to work your second shot. This is coming inside way early.
Yeah, this is the
Good
thing.
reaction, though.
Yeah, this is what Olivia wants to avoid, I think, with going wide like that.
Yeah, when you get pinched in there, it becomes really, really tricky for your second shot. Rachel. Really good move on this. Gets it to flatten out and then fade right on time. Right in the middle of the gap, I believe.
You think it was all the way up there?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think that was pretty sweet. We'll have to wait and see, but from the shape of it, I think that was pretty much perfect.
At least on the fairway, so wherever it is, she should be happy with it.
I think she's lined up with
Yeah, I think she might be as well. Yeah, you're probably right.
We'll have to wait and see, because it's hard to tell from the vantage point we had there, but I sure like the shape. Sonia. Hitting the pole. Beautiful upshot. Super nice touch on that.
Will be a double bogey for her. After some early trouble that we didn't get to see. And now the lead card has caught up with the chase card. So now we're probably going to have a little bit of a slower pace on the lead card. And let's see how the players react to that also, because that could actually change things.
Definitely. Oh, nice little back spin there, or kick off a rock, I guess, or a stump.
When you're feeling good and when you're feeling that you're in the zone and that you don't want the pace to slow down like that, it can cause some big problems actually. So
yeah, it's nice to kind of keep things moving, keep loose. When you have to start sitting there and trying to find a way to occupy your time, it can certainly let the mind wander. Good putt for Elena.
yeah, her 5th par in a row.
That's a good stretch.
Keeping it clean now after those big numbers in the beginning, especially there on hole 2. Silva, that's definitely a birdie feeling par.
Yeah, for sure.
And same for Anneli, getting it in 4.
Yeah, and an easy putt for 4. That feels really good. This one, the 4th most difficult. Well, let's check yesterday. It's more accurate. This is the most difficult hole on the course yesterday at 5.2 average. So
Only two pars yesterday.
Yeah, Olivia and Jenny Karpinen.
And
day 1 real quick. Sorry, go ahead.
3 pars today so far. Silva, Anneli, and Elina.
Yeah, it was the most difficult on day 1 as well, averaging at 4.9. So based on those stats, it could consider maybe making it a par 5 next year. Rachel, Jenny Karpinen, and Silva all getting the par on day 1.
Ooh, nice kick there for Olivia. She is now right in between the birches there, right where you want to be. Not the best shot, but ended up in a good spot. So par is still within reach. She was throwing a pure there. Opto Glimmer Pure.
She's been doing great things with that disc. Seen a lot of highlights. Tina with that distortion. Oh, that's not in the bee's nest, is it?
Could be, but she should know where it is.
It's
Yeah.
very close.
There you see some flashbacks from round 1. You can see it in her face.
Oh
Like,
no.
Why do I have to go in the bee's nest again? She looks concerned now. And
Yeah?
She
doesn't want to go back in there.
now it's a smile, but just be careful. Stay safe.
Play fast.
Yeah.
Don't stay too long.
Be nimble. Jenny way out of position here. Trying to flex a forehand under that maple tree. Oh, cut rolls, but still pretty obstructed, I think. Not great.
Yeah. Not looking like she will get the par here. It's not going to be easy, at least. Jenny Karpinen, we thought that you had something going today, but then suddenly something happened.
Really tripped up hard there after 5, yeah. Wonder if that short missed putt got in her head or if she just kind of lost the concentration another way somehow.
Yeah, that missed bogey putt on 6 especially, that was... that the only way I can explain that is lack of concentration. Like,
Yeah, and everybody else parred that, so she lost 2 strokes to the whole field there on that one hole.
and to the whole field, not just to the card, but the
No,
field,
yeah.
yeah.
Rachel, sweet move here. Sliding up to the mouth of the gap and fine position for a pretty easy par from
For
there.
another easy par, yeah. She's playing the course just like we said on the previous hole to perfection, to be able to play stress free. Like
Yeah.
that goes such a long way.
She's got a great style, doesn't she? And a really solid game plan.
Smart player.
Very smart. Very skilled as well. She's got a really well-rounded game. And she's getting better all the time, which must be scary for the rest of the field. Super athletic person.
It's not going to be easy for Jenny to get close even from
I
there.
think she's quite out of position still. She might be able to find some kind of a window or a trick shot to get up to the basket, but nothing routine about that.
Olivia first from right in between those birch trees, which kind of marks where you want to be. That's
Yeah.
the gap you want to go through.
Yeah, there's some kind of a tee pad for maybe a different hole or a different layout hole. And that's kind of like a prime spot to land somewhere in there, right between those birches, like you said.
Going to the same pure, but
A little bit
Doesn't
late release.
hit the gap, and it's gonna be difficult to get a par now.
Saying that Silva is off the fairway on hole 8, which is confusing because the fairway is massive.
On hole 8, yeah, I can only
Wide
imagine that she
open.
must have missed the first gap there. Hit some early trees, maybe.
Surprising.
Yeah, I think she did something similar yesterday, though. We didn't get to see the tee shot, but we saw her
She
second
was out of
from off
position,
the
right?
fairway.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. That's strange because that gap isn't really obstructive so much, and the fairway is so wide open. You don't often see people off the fairway, but maybe we'll get an update about that shortly.
She had some problems with early releases on day 1, at least. So
That's right. Now we see Tina moving quick.
yeah, you don't want to stay in there for long. PTSD from in here. She put
Day
down her.
one, yeah.
She did put down her bag on a bee's nest. Got stung and barely got her bag back.
Yeah, she needed the camera crew to come to the rescue with a monopod, dragging it out, swarming with bees. It was quite a sight. Day 1, we were really surprised and concerned to see those images, and happy to find out that she was indeed okay, not allergic, and recovered well.
Smile on her face now. She got out safe. René, did you see any bees in there?
We did not. The place where she placed her bag was in a little bush. That's before the big bush she was in, but of course there's still some, itchiness about it.
Yeah.
So she was in and out pretty quick.
Well played. Now she's throwing 4, trying to get up and down for the bogey from a bit of a pinched off spot here on the left of the gap. She's going to have to go with a hyzer.
How's your putter or something? Yeah.
That's perfect, though. Beautifully done.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah, that was really nice touch on that. Really like what we're seeing from her. She's so steady, so smooth with the swing.
Yeah, she has impressed us both, I think, a lot this year. Also struggled with some illness during Estonia, but still battled through that and came out really hot on day 1 and day 2 and 3, and showed some great class.
That's right. She had a very high fever.
Mm.
She looked like she was suffering a little bit, but she hung in there. That shows a lot of fortitude. Sisu, if you will.
Now she has not been playing competitively for a few weeks, so this is almost like a comeback.
Yeah.
It seems like that those weeks off has done her well.
That was a really good approach over there for Jenny. Rachel looks like she might be giving this a chance. No. Just a focused jump out approach. She did fluff one yesterday, hit that alternate pin position mistake, and that was quite surprising. Cost her a stroke, but today a little more focused, making sure to get it close to the basket for the easy par. Olivia's gonna have to work for her par, but that's just a layup.
Nice layup though for a bogey. We still have no more updates there on hole 8, but it seems like Elina and Anneli are on the fairway after 2, and Silva is off the fairway. I hope we get to see soon what happened there for Silva. First, some putting here on hole 7. Rachel Turton trying to collect a par, and it's taking some time.
Right.
And yeah,
Nicely done.
sneaks over the edge and ends up in the basket. It is slightly elevated, this one.
Yeah, up on a little bit of a stump there. Extra meter almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver Brown out there wondering why Ani Makala has DNF'd. We did not actually mention it, and we don't actually know.
No?
But if Renee has that information, do you know anything about that?
I do not. All I know is that suddenly our second camera crew, the guys following the chase card, were informed that their card was now 5 people instead of just 3.
Okay, we
Unless
hope.
one player didn't show up or DNF'd.
Yeah.
Let's hope that Anni Mäkelä is all right.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing too serious, and hopefully she can recover. And whatever it is, we'll try to keep you updated if we do find that information. But that's a really good question out there in the chat.
And here we see that Silva did not really get out of the gap clean from her tee shot and now ends up on the left side. This is the off the fairway that we have been talking about, but not too off the fairway. She can still get a par from there.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of space on this one. Oh, Anneli hates it.
Yeah.
Oh, and there you see it. Smashes the pine straight down.
Is that the 50-meter stake? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, she should be able to get up and down from there. Silva kicks early, and this is going to be a bogey for her.
At least a bogey.
Yeah.
On the fairway and after 3, and she has still some work to do. It's a scary green, sloping down quite a bit.
Surprised, though, to see Silva struggle here.
And is this enough? Yeah, it's a very overstable disc there from Anneli. She's great with that one.
Tactic?
Must be.
Nicely done. Sticking it close. Elina trying to get up and down for her par.
I don't think she liked that, or maybe she just turned around. Now it's not the best approach. Well, it's inside the circle, but a scary downhill putt.
Not too shabby, but yeah, a little bit of a tester there. Silva needs to just put this close and move forward. She was really starting to put some pressure on, but this is gonna slow that down a little bit. First bogey of the day for her.
Oh, she's still going to be 3 under par for the round. So
fantastic, yeah. She's still up there. Tie for third place. She may drop down to fourth momentarily, but
yeah, par putts for Elina and for Anneli. Bogey putt for Silva Saarinen. And Jenny Pujol is going to putt for par in circle 1. Here is Sonja Laine putting for par from circle 2. So they're keeping it together quite well here on this card.
yeah, and keeping a pretty good flow as well for having a 5-some. Hasn't seemed to slow things down too much anyway.
Not able to get the par though, Sonja. Still quite an okay pace today compared to what you did on day 1 and 2. It's better.
Maybe quintet would be a better word for a group of 5. I think so.
That's what you call it in music, at least. Yeah.
5-some sounded weird. Group of 5 anyway.
Yeah, that was a scary one.
Yeah, now it's rolling. Okay, it curls up, but
let's hope she can get this one though. It's probably a little bit longer, but it's uphill, so she is probably not as scared. But I think she felt a little bit worried there.
yeah, that does drop off pretty steeply. Luckily, it didn't roll all the way down, but yeah, it must be frustrating to have to walk down and continue to, or be the next one up again.
And Elina is putting with a soft fudge. That's a new putter from Clash.
Have you tried it out?
Yeah, I've been throwing it a bit. I'm not such a huge fan of beaded putters myself, but it flies nicely. Didn't work out for Elina though this time, and she doesn't look too happy at the moment.
Well, bleeding a couple strokes on the green never feels good. But needs to hold her head up high and keep marching forward. Plenty of highlights out there to get still. She's a little bit kind of in a no man's land though. She's going to be pretty far behind Anneli and pretty clear of Jenny, so.
Anneli got her putt there. She's putting with the Link. That's a very similar putter to that fudge. Also beaded shallow putter. And Elina for the double. That's a disappointed Elina Rydberg after what could have been fairly easy par. She missed her upshot just a bit.
Yeah, and the reaction off the top for the putt was pretty unfortunate. Here we are with the lead card on 8th tee. Rachel smooshing on a D1. Fading nice right into the middle of the fairway. Perfect start.
Please let us know in the live chat which putter is your favorite. I'm using a Pure at the moment. What are you putting with?
I got a P Model S.
That's also a nice one. Very similar to Pure, like the shape of it. Huh?
Yeah, I used to use Wizards pretty exclusively, but I've enjoying the P Model S.
Mercy. And mercy for me.
Mercy.
All the way.
Mercy, nice.
That's also a nice one, yeah, from Latitude.
Yeah,
64.
And we've seen a million highlights from Silva Saarinen with that very disc. That's that red one.
I thought you were going to see from René.
We've seen one great highlight from
Yeah.
René at Tooney on hole 8, that's for sure. Nice putt for the birdie there. Well played, dude.
Olivia is throwing a sword as an understable driver, and she is up. Not getting the biggest distance, but she's in a good spot and a way to attack for with her second shot.
I do have a Gateway Voodoo that I'm using for longer jump putts when I'm about 15 meters or longer. I'm using that because it stays in the air a little longer. It doesn't. It's got just like a little bit more floaty kind of glide that I can bang longer putts with.
That's when I'm using the PA5.
Yeah.
They tend to also like stay in the air forever.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. I think it doesn't take as much power, and they kind of hold a little straighter longer. You can aim it a little bit more direct at the basket.
Anneli hits the gap here on hole 9 and is rewarded with not really a look at the birdie, but still just to get through the gap is the most important thing here. Jenny Pujol almost hitting the right side there, but gets through.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice shot. Or did it get caught up on those late trees? Not too sure. I've also used a Deputy for that similar type of longer putts in the past. Just can't seem to find it. I think I must have left it somewhere in the winter.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Sad to hear. Oh, and look at this one. How far is it? It's inside the circle. It's marked as circle 2, but I saw that line. It was inside.
Definitely an amateur problem, though. I got too many discs. Not enough time to use them. No, I can't even locate them when I need them.
Not enough time to beat them in even. Olivia did get a nice throw there for a second one, and she could get up and down for a par. Tinja throwing her second. Also nice and controlled.
Yep.
Perfect. I doubt that you will run it for a birdie. It's you saw what happened to Elina from even closer.
'8659 Designs using an Elina Rydberg signature disc for putting. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, steady popcorn. That's also a nice one. We had some fun with that disc at the Friba Fiesta earlier this winter here in.
That's right. Yeah, that's a fun.
Here in Finland.
Pretty straight putter type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a little bit of stability.
Luckily, that disc also had some stability. Otherwise, it would have maybe gone out of bounds from Jenny Karppinen, but she should be safe for a par from there.
Hanu using the P2. That was a really popular one from Discmania. Rachel. A little long, little left. Or maybe just left.
Yeah, I hope it didn't roll down. René, did you see if that kept rolling?
You had a better angle than I did to see how far down it went, but she's a little short of the basket and has an uphill putt now from wherever she ended up.
Yeah, okay. So that's hopefully it didn't keep on rolling. It kind of disappeared when it went into the shade there.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if she's actually in putting range, because to me it looked like it was pretty far down there, like it might be 20 meters and so far uphill that it might be a layup situation. Just have to wait and see.
But it looks to me like we might see a par frame here if the players can just get their approach game going. Shouldn't be too much to ask for, considering where they are right now. Olivia, with the perfect angle, gets it to land flat right next to the basket. That's exactly what you want to do from there.
We have had 2 birdies this weekend on this hole, one from Silva and one from Rachel. But it doesn't look like we're going to have any today.
No, definitely not if we don't get to see a throw-in from Tinja or Rachel.
I wouldn't advise it from Tinja.
Definitely not. That's
that
good.
slope behind that.
And she is most likely well aware of what could happen, so I think you will see a very safe shot here from Tinja.
I guess she could run it with a forehand if she wants. That wouldn't be the worst case. But no, it looks like she's just going to try to put it close here. So much rollaway potential. That's good. Just slide it up.
And it looks like they are looking for Rachel's disc. What happened to it?
I think it skipped quite a bit. Like it came in, with a lot of hyzer, and that was a driver.
It was starting to roll a little bit at least, so
I think it's down a
Hope they can find
little further. I'm sure they'll find it, but
Renee is there, so
She
I'm
has
not.
it. Yeah, she has it, and it's right on the edge of the edge of the tall grass.
Edge of the tall grass rough there. Yeah. There we see ya. Great work.
This guy knows how to find discs. I'm not sure who found it this time, but it's always good to have that guy with you.
Olivia found it.
Olivia found it, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Renee, the Danish disc golf guy, is the PDGA Europe Volunteer of the Year, and he has found thousands of discs at least in his time serving the people. So great work on all that. I'm sure many happy people to get their disc back. I know I was very happy when you found my jackalope in Denmark and returned it last year. That was my favorite disc at that point. Still loving it, but got some new beauties in the bag too.
Yeah. Again, a miss from Jenny. It's going to be the 4th hole in a row over par. I say that she is not really in contention anymore. She could still climb up to the podium though, but considering how she's looking at the moment, it's
been all downhill since that missed putt on 5 after a strong start. Still a little bit of time to turn things around, but yeah, it's kind of getting out of reach for her. She's
gonna be tied for 5th now with Anneli. Tobias Männistö
here
was
she is
putting on 9 and
just short.
But that was for birdie, so she's gonna get a par. So yeah, they are gonna be tied for that 5th place, Jenny and Anneli. Silva Saarinen for birdie to bounce back after that bogey on hole 8. Easy.
Yep.
On a mission today, Silva Saarinen.
Yeah,
That's her 5th birdie, just on the front 9.
that's bonkers.
That's
Oh my gosh, I don't know if we've seen anybody with 5 birdies for the whole round. Have we?
that's more than 50% birdies. I don't think we have seen anyone with, at least not with more than 5 birdies, and I dare to say that we are going to see more than 5 birdies from Silva.
I think we'd have to. We didn't have anybody with 5 birdies on round 2. 4 was the highest. There was Silva had 5 birdies on day 1. No, 6. She had 6 birdies on day 1, but she also had 3 double bogeys. So that ended up being at +1. So I think the birdie record stands at 6, and it's held by her already. So
Elina, another hole that's not going her way. It's going to be another double bogey for her. 2 in a row. That's rough to see. Jenny Pujol puts it together and gets a par there. So is Anneli.
good par.
And Sonja a bogey. Back to the lead card here on the same hole, hole 9. Let's see if they all can get through that first tight gap, which surprised me when I got to this course to actually see how tight that gap is.
A lot smaller than it looks on camera. The only thing that makes it a little easier is that it's so close to the tee pad that it's maybe makes it a little easier to get through it at least. But
it also scares you a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
because if you're missing it, then you're like you're in
really
big
bad
trouble.
shape.
Yeah.
You can be in way worse shape than even being, thrown from the tee if you kick there. Oh, I recognize that dog.
That's Andy.
That's Andy.
Andy, the disc golf dog.
Hopefully you can get a look at him soon. We can see him on one of our other screens. Super friendly character from that area, I believe. Check him out on Instagram, Andy the disc golf dog.
Rachel on the box.
I was actually about to shout him out earlier because I had a little moment with Andy on hole 3 while waiting on the players on hole 2 and 3.
Nice. Hopefully we'll get to show you an image of him sometime.
I'm not sure if Rachel did go through the gap or not, but she ended up in a really bad position on the left side. It's gonna be difficult to get even a par from there.
Okay, sorry I missed that. I was caught up in dog watching.
Yeah, that's also important.
Well,
important to keep track of the dogs on the course.
I guess so, but
Anyway, I think
Maybe
we are
that-
both big animal lovers here.
yeah, for sure.
As long as that's one of us is keeping track of the players.
We can take turns, right?
Yeah. Tinja got through, maybe not in birdie range, but anyway. Olivia also up through the gap, maybe 2/3 up the fairway. It's also quite a bit uphill. You can kind of see it though
Oh, that was
through the camera.
a little bit right side, but yeah, I guess it gets chopped down after.
It's clear that Jenny Karpanen isn't feeling it at the moment.
Yeah.
She needs to restart her round somehow. I'm not sure how to, but here he is.
There's a famous dog. Super friendly dude. Found something to nibble on.
Yeah, some little bug or something maybe. Or some,
Maybe somebody dropped a hot dog.
yeah. It's a cute one.
Yeah,
Hi, Andy.
very, very
Good dog.
famous.
So many nice moments here on this golf stream, and so many cute animals. We have seen some deer. We have seen some. Seen a dog. Have we seen anything else? Bees? Maybe not as cute. But
Yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment for this weekend. But
I saw some cute foxes here on this course when I was playing it myself also, but haven't seen any of those so far this weekend.
definitely a beautiful nature spot right in the heart of Turku. Kind of an oasis for natural beauty. and wildlife in the city, built on an old landfill site, so no other development in the area.
Rachel is able to get up to hopefully save the par. That was a good job. Good shot from her, and yeah, that's what she's doing all the time. When she's making a mistake, she's always able to repair it in almost every time a stress-free way also.
Up shot into the circle for Jenny. See if she can convert on that putt and maybe get a little bit of momentum back.
Silva Saarinen with the birdie on hole 9. She is now tied for third with Olivia. And Tinja Väisänen only one shot ahead of those two players. 4 behind Rachel Turton.
Oh, Olivia sails that long.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, we haven't seen that mistake yet on this hole.
That is not good. Hope.
Got a little carried away by the wind maybe, or just a misrelease perhaps.
She can take 1 meter in though, so she can be quite close to the basket, but
Hopefully.
it's going to be a bogey. At best.
Tinja from really long range, probably outside circle 2 even. Just putting it close. Very close.
But a meter in from where? Did it cross right there by the stake?
I think it was right over that stake that I saw it.
So still a bit to the basket, even with that meter.
Yeah, they spotted, or not really spotted, but some spectators.
Let's have a look in the caddy book and see if we can figure out where the OB line goes. It should be a straight line that just continues that way.
I think it's from hole 8's OB line just kind of continues to run all the way along this path. So it's certainly OB.
Yeah, it is OB. I'm just thinking like where it crossed and how it goes, but it's it could continue straight down there. So.
I think I saw it go right over that post. Right, I guess she was just trying to determine where she can actually take her meter from.
I think she started to take the meter a little bit too much inside, but it's important to get this right because it can differ quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, there's the other stake. It looks like she was pretty right first time.
Okay, maybe she was. Yeah, I don't really see it.
I think there's one like behind some of those little bit of.
Ah, it's down there. Yeah, no, okay, that little green thing.
Yeah. There's like some kind of a small tree or a plant there.
Sapling.
Yep. And I think the stake's right behind it, so you can't really see it too good.
Important moment for Olivia to hang on there on the podium.
Oh,
she's gonna drop.
Good run, but just hits the cage.
Double bogey for her, and she is gonna drop 2. She's gonna be 2 behind the podium and Silva Saarinen on 3rd place. That's not good.
Costly mistake there on that second shot. Almost got the putt in there, but it's gonna be a double. Rachel to try to save her par after a really good scramble. Beautiful putt.
In control.
Yep.
Feels like nothing can go wrong even when she misses a shot like she did from the tee here.
She had a great recovery there. Good scramble. Never giving up on the hole. Jenny in for par.
She's also repairing a mistake from the tee, getting a par.
Nicely done. And we're going to head to a commercial break here pretty soon. Make sure you check out our partners and come on right back with us for the back nine.
When you first sign up for a PDJ membership, you're given a PDJ number. Your PDJ number is a stamp for when you got involved in the sport. It's a badge of pride for players and a part of your disc golf identity. Get your number today. Visit pdj.com/join.
I think disc golfing can improve our community in many ways. It brings people together.
That maybe some of these kids who feel a little bit lost could find something like disc golf, find friends, find people to come together and play the sport.
Encouraging people to work together, kids to know one another, love one another.
A way for these kids to have a really fun thing to do together.
I think that's what we need in the world, love one another and do life together.
The inspiration of creating a new disc line for Dynamic Disc was to actually step up the quality even more.
It's kind of unique, actually. I can definitely feel my first instinct is like, wow, that's something like I've never felt before.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Pro Discus Jokery is the world-famous putter that can be used for all kinds of throws and is an excellent choice for everyone.
Here we have the Pro Discus Jokery. The numbers are 3, 3, 1, 2. There's a very overstable but predictable throwing putter. It will always finish left, and it will handle torque if you're a sidearm player. Anytime I'm wanting a fairly straight shot, but making sure it finishes left and isn't finishing to the right. I enjoy this disc, and I'm sure you will too.
Can you feel it? It's fresh and something completely new. It's something that connects us with nature and where we care about what's around us. At Pure Disc, we believe that every small step counts. Our bags, made from recycled materials, may just be a drop in the ocean, but we believe this is the beginning of something. Pure Disc golf bags are waiting for you on our website, puredisc.net, with same-day worldwide shipping wherever you are.
What are you kidding me?
Holy cow, an eagle!
Niklas!
What just happened? 80. On a harp. This is looking really good. Going in? Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Within even 30 meters. Let's give it a chance. Get it!
Oh,
he
way.
did it! What a highlight putt!
way!
Another little showmanship. So cool.
Thank you for that. And welcome back. We are live from the third round of Turku Open FPO back 9 action here. Hole 10, Tinja Väisänen second place, getting up for a par on difficult hole 10.
Yeah, this is a tough one. A little bit uphill, right around 100 meters. Super tight gaps, a couple of options, but you really got to thread the needle and you need some super tight low line with just the right angle to get up there. Beautiful hole, though. Oh, running it. Olivia almost gets it up in there.
It's going to be a par.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult birdie to get, but par shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, it was averaging 3.6 yesterday, 3.4 on day one, so par feels fine. We haven't had any birdies yet in the FPO field.
But a bogey from Anneli today.
Right.
Otherwise, nothing but pars, and a bogey also from Sonja Laine. But par for Silva.
Rachel, patent pending. Putter approach. Perfect.
Another stress-free par from Rachel. That's what we're seeing now on every single hole almost.
Yeah.
She is leading with 4 with only 9 holes to play, and the way she's looking, I start to feel more and more like she's going to be very, very difficult to catch.
Yeah, Silva and Tina doing everything they can to try to chase her down, but she's just not really giving them anything. You know, not leaving the door open too much or too often. Oh, that looked really good.
No, they're going to have to hope for her to make a few mistakes, but it's not looking likely. I don't think it's going to be enough for them just to play good. I mean, they can get a few strokes, even if Rachel is playing clean, but I wonder if that's going to be enough. I don't think so.
Pretty hard to say, but yeah, I mean, without her slipping up, it's going to be a seriously uphill climb for anybody to get close to her. She's firmly in control.
Oh, that stays in. Got worried for a second, I think, but that's just fine. Olivia, she did drop down to 4th after the double bogey on hole 9. Let's see if she can climb back up to the podium.
So the UDisc win probability totally agrees with you. They're giving her 94% chance at the moment. Just 3% for Silva and Tina each. It's also given them very high chances to be on that podium. Almost 90% each.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Silva is playing hotter than Olivia is doing right now, at least. It's going to be interesting to see how Olivia is reacting to that double bogey on 9. It looked quite okay on this one, though. But she needs to pick 2 strokes on Silva. That's not an easy task.
No, especially the way she's playing. Be pretty hard to even keep pace with her.
Anneli birdie putt on hole 11.
Oh, glances off left side chains.
She had a chance to tie with Jenny Karppinen for 5th, but she's gonna still be solo 6th then with a par here. Jenny Pujol. Ooh.
Missing there.
Not what you want to do in front of live cameras, but that might be also one of the reasons why she did miss.
For sure.
It's not as easy to be putting in front of cameras as it is without them. And she gets it in eventually for a par.
I was wondering where your disc was. Do you want to mark yours? I can mark
She should maybe not have counted on that one.
Rushed it just a slight bit. That could be costly.
That could be very costly.
She really needed every stroke that she could get, and that one just chained out a little bit right side.
She has no one else to blame than herself there. She counted that one already. she thought she had it.
Just a slight lapse in concentration, and just enough to cost her the stroke there, unfortunately.
But birdies for both Sonja Line and Elina Rydberg. Elina Rydberg very much in the no man's land. It's 9 strokes up to Anneli and 11 strokes down to Jenny Pujol, so she's very likely to finish at that 7th place. Rachel here on 11. I see that you're looking at the point standings. Can you get anything out from those?
Yeah, what I can tell you is that Anneli would need to finish on the podium to gain any more points towards her standings, because she has already played 5 events, and only 5 events count towards your final. So her lowest finish is 4th. So she may not pass Heidi Laine for the lead here if she doesn't get on the podium.
Oh, and that's going to be difficult.
Very difficult.
She needs to gain 5 strokes then.
Yeah, looking like Heidi will be able to maintain that lead. It's not a big lead, but she is the reigning champion from last year on the point standings. We're going to have a battle in Järva to see what happens, I guess.
It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird shot from Tinja Väisänen. Straight down into the ground. I wonder if it got pushed down by the wind maybe, but anyway. She's somewhere there. I think close to where Jenny also ended up. Olivia, is that a Glory she's throwing? I think so.
Glory.
Yeah, overstable 7 speed. Like a...
Oh, that was new last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one now.
Or maybe even 2 years ago. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe. Bagged it myself for a while, and it's like a more overstable Explorer.
Yeah. Kind of like an Eagle or something like
that.
Yeah.
Similar. But she didn't get the best throw there, so no one is really in that good position. But as you said earlier rounds, it's possible to get a birdie even with 2 not that great shots on hole 11.
Yeah, pretty soft 4. Pretty good drive from Silva. She'll have a chance for it. Circle 2, slightly low ceiling.
Giving her quite a good chance.
Oh yeah, that's right in her wheelhouse. Jenny, a little bit nose up. Catches that left side tree.
That's not a good tree to hit.
Touchy approach from there, that's for sure. So Anneli needs to get real hot here at the end if she wants to get up on top of that points table. This looks pretty good if it can stable up right now. Fight through this last tree. Oh, not quite. A little bit too wide on the right side.
Was close to being really good, but no, not in a little bit too wide.
This is such a touchy line, you know, because it's downhill. You got to get the angle just right of the disc, but you also got that like early tree there to beat on the left, and then that late tree on the right that kind of shapes it up for a really pretty straight line that you have to put it on, like a righty backhand hyzer flip. That because if you try to work it too wide, that tree catches them almost every time. Pretty good one there.
Yeah.
Approach from Olivia.
Inside the circle for a birdie look. Someone else is there as well. Not sure if I know who was throwing that pink disc. Was it Rachel maybe?
Jenny Karpinen. Tinja, nice hyzer. And it's there on the circle's edge.
So it's still possible. Still possible to get that birdie. And now Rachel is left to throw her second. And I think she might be in not the best position. There she is. not easy to see from this camera angle what she has to work with.
Looks like a pretty tricky spot, huh?
Down on the knee, but it's not far from the basket. I think this is just fine actually to get it up and down for birdie.
Sure, she's so good at this. Like, just really, I think a lot of those skills from Ultimate transfer nicely to these type of kind of tricky lies where she doesn't have footing, but she has to use kind of a lot of just wrist spin, and she knows how to throw frisbees.
That's exactly what she's doing. That's a nice spinny approach, and
yeah, perfectly done. She had those little baby mountain ash trees all around her, but she found a perfect little way to make it look really easy.
Circle 2 look here for Tinja Väisänen for birdie. She's still in second place. But she's not safe there, not in any way. And even though she's playing good, I'm feeling more and more that it's maybe more likely that Silva is gonna pass her rather than that she will be able to catch Rachel. And she's not getting that birdie. It's going to be a par, but now she's still in the mix in every way, Tinja Väisänen. It's just that Rachel is looking so good, and she's going to get the birdie here also, so who's going to be able to stop Rachel Turton? I think only herself. Jenny. Frustrated. Not looking good. That's a better putt. That's how to do it. Olivia gets a birdie and gets one step closer to that podium now.
Yeah, and it appears as though Heidi Laine is not signed up for Jarva Open at the moment. So Anneli could have another chance to get on the podium there if she isn't able to do it here. She could still steal the top spot.
Exciting, yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a lot to play for there in Jarva 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure if Heidi's planning on signing up later or if she has something else going on.
Anneli on hole 12. That's great. That's for par. And Sonja, I think that's a par as well. That's what it is.
Elena for par.
And Jenny for bogey. What did Silva do here?
Tough lie.
Can she save the par?
Oh, and another chain out.
And another roll away.
That kind of missed on the other side as the last one, right?
She has...
Seems to have lost her focus a little bit on the green.
And that it happens on the putting green also. That's where she's losing strokes. That's
those aren't off by much, though. That's just like she needs to just kind of really dial in that focal point a little bit more.
At this time, it wasn't. I don't blame her. On the previous one, I felt like she rushed at the limit. Yeah.
Yeah, that one just was a slight bit left. Yeah, not.
But she opened the door for Olivia again. Now it's tied for third. And that's also what Tinja Väisänen needed to feel a little bit safer there in second place.
But it's definitely looking more and more like Rachel Turton is just going to walk this home now.
I can't see her missing out on this one.
No, she's just not making mistakes.
She's throwing something straight here. That's not going to be far away from the basket at least.
That's beautiful.
It's going to be very close to the basket.
Close to going in. Checks up pretty nicely inside the circle. Birdie look.
Yeah, she's looking relaxed and in control. She knows how to handle these situations. Hasn't had a bogey since hole 1.
That's right. And she's 2 down for the round with another chance for birdie here. Pretty impressive display today here for Rachel Turton. Olivia testing that right side. Comes back right on time beautifully. And she'll be right around the circle's edge for a birdie look too.
It's also looking good.
A couple of great, or a few good, really good tee shots. That getting a nice skip, and she'll have a putt for it.
Yeah. Jenny Karppinen left.
See if she can turn things around with a birdie here.
I think this could be close.
Really good low laser line. Can it check up?
Yeah.
We're going to have 4 putts here for birdie on this one.
None of them, it's not going to be easy putts, but they all could get it.
Yeah, nobody's super close, but
gonna have to earn it. Silva Saarinen on hole 13. Was trying to hit the gap and
oh, that's great.
End up in the sweet spot. She missed it yesterday, but today she is right where you want to be. You can't place it in any better spot.
That was really nice.
This is also looking good.
Very good.
A bit shorter, but you used a lot of the fairway there to a lot of the space on the fairway.
Yeah, getting the full flight. Coming up with a looks like a pretty good lane to get up and out from the gap at least. Maybe towards the pin. There's our lead card.
Gonna see who is the hottest on the putting green. Rachel is marked in circle 1. Rest of the players are marked in circle 2 on UDisc. Was kind of a soft putt there, right? She was maybe a little bit worried about it.
It's a steep drop off, even steeper than it looks on camera here.
Olivia from same distance. Oh, I like that run better, but didn't go in.
Give it a good chance.
But she's showing hole after hole that she's so confident on the putting green. That was a confident stroke, just a little bit high. One birdie though, Jenny Karppinen.
Great putt.
The one that maybe needed it the most.
Yeah, that's what she needed really to turn things around, boost her spirits a little bit, get things moving in the right direction, try to finish strong here. She could potentially still get on that podium. She's going to have to heat up.
She's only 2 back. Rachel to get 2 birdies in a row. And
wow. That was a really smooth putt.
I don't want to say that it seals the deal, but it's
just about.
Almost, yeah.
That's a pretty firm nail in a coffin right there, if I ever seen one.
And only 6 holes left to play with a 6-stroke lead. I can't see her dropping much. Yeah.
She's just doing her thing. You know, she's sticking to her game plan. She's striking when she needs to. She's 3 under par.
She is. Only one bogey today on hole 1. Wasn't even a bad bogey or anything, just a slight miss from the tee.
Yeah.
Basically the only mistake she has made. Elina.
Power forehand, a little overturned, catches some stuff. She might be obstructed, but hopefully she can get up and down from there.
Sonia also out of position here after her first, so this is the second. She just want to get out, I think, and play this for par then. Oh, it looked good for a second, huh?
Looked like a nice shape, just cut that cluster of trees and kicked pretty hard to the left from her point of view. She liked to scramble still. Who's up next? Is it Silva?
Silva, who's in the prime spot here, this absolute sweet spot. I go with a slight turnover to get up to the basket as close as possible.
Yeah. Stand still. Sweet move. Very well played.
That's so good.
Right there. Circle's edge, or just inside. Birdie look again. See if she can dial that putt in.
If she gets it, she will be just 1 away from second place. I don't think she cares about if she's third or second, though. She wants to win. And she hasn't given up on it yet.
Yeah, but
it's going to be difficult, yeah.
I think the way Rachel's marching along here, that's pretty firmly out of reach. But, you know...
But she has only one mindset, Silva Särnät.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where she is on the scorecard, on the leaderboard. Like she just goes for everything all the time.
She's a winner, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was any doubts about that before this season, then you should know by now. She has another level of competitive energy and just like a remarkable mindset, like you've mentioned with the mental game. And then just mad skills. I mean, like she can do just amazing things.
Yeah, she kind of sees things where no one else sees, and she goes for things that no one would ever dream of.
She has a level of confidence that we just haven't really. I can't really compare it to anything that I've ever seen before. Super entertaining play style. One of my favorite players to watch, really, from any division. You just know you're going to get highlights. Like, even if she's having an off day, she's guaranteed to stick one in from somewhere where you just think it's almost impossible.
Not just one, usually a few of them.
For sure.
Is now okay? Can you see it? Yeah? Okay.
Difficult positions both for Elina and Sonja Laine. Can she get out? I would advise her maybe not to go for too much here. Just make sure that it gets out safe, not to make the same mistake as Elina just did. Yeah.
Yeah, out in the clear.
Because Elina's gonna have to fight with another shot here to just to get out in the open. With her thirds, it's not looking like it will be another big number for her. A big number also for Anneli Togias-Männistö. And as you said, she needs to get up on the podium to get up there on the points, and the lead in the point standing. she's not going to get up there today.
I don't think so. It's not looking like it. But she will get that another opportunity in Yarva, like we were saying. She's only 2.5 strokes behind. We know she's going to be really thirsty for her first win as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be her last chance of the regular season on the European Pro Tour. I do believe she'll be in Spain as well for the All-Star event.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Guys, I have some information.
Shoot.
While we're waiting for Chase Card to approach the green. I just heard from one of the caretaker of Andy the disc golf dog, that Anne, her alarm didn't wake her up this morning.
Oh.
She made a post about it on Instagram as well.
Okay.
She woke up at 9 o'clock, something like that, and there simply wasn't time to make it to the G time.
That's an unfortunate DNF.
That can happen. I mean, stuff like that does happen sometimes. It's pretty rare, but I can think of a couple of cases where people have missed their tee time from car accidents or malfunctions in the electronics or alarm systems and stuff like this.
Yeah, that's the risk when you're on an early card like that. But that must be be feeling bad for Annie.
Yeah, there's even been cases people just getting stuck in traffic and this type of things. You know, it's not what you want, obviously, but you never know what's going to happen. I guess on your card, you got to be prepared for anything. In this case, we had to change our the situation with the cards. Just turn it down to 2. We got 5 on that chase.
And here on the lead, we have seen 2 great shots and 1 unfortunate roll away for Rachel Turton. But Olivia is in a great spot, Jenny is in a great spot, and Tinja is almost in a great spot right there.
A little pinched on that tree, but she could go stand still and hopefully still work something up there towards the green.
I think it's possible, but Rachel's roll away down there was not what she wanted.
There we go. That's a birdie for Silva.
1 away from Tinja now. Second place.
Yeah. Looking dangerous as always. But thanks for that update, Renee. That's good to know and not what I was expecting to hear.
Anyway, good to hear that it's not an injury or illness or anything like that, that she is hopefully okay. Sonia with a bogey. Elina is also putting for a bogey here. Anneli is also putting for a bogey. But first, Jenny Pujol, who's putting for par. Only Silva then on this hole able to score well. Par is quite okay also, but yeah, Anneli looks kind of confused about this weekend.
Yeah, not her best weekend, but definitely the biggest highlight we've ever seen on disc golf.
She can be proud of that no matter what happens. That's not the basket that Rachel is going for. That's the basket that we saw an ace on yesterday. So Rachel was quite far off the fairway after that roll away.
Yeah, and the first real sign of vulnerability, but I think it's too little too late for the field.
Definitely. Only 6 holes to play.
But let's see if Tinja can potentially get a birdie here. That could swing things a little and maybe put a little pressure on her. Tinja's 2 down. Yeah, Silva 4 down. So there's some seriously hot scores out there for those players chasing the podium positions.
And that's what Rachel said also yesterday. She knew she could score even better, and so far she's doing just that. Look at this one from Jenny.
Wow.
That's almost parked for a birdie.
That was great. We haven't seen a lot of birdies on this one.
No?
From the FPO field.
1 today, of course, from Silva, but this will be the second today. What did we see yesterday? You have that stats.
Yeah, I'm a little slow. I was
That's
checking
fine.
some other stuff, but let's see. Yeah. Yesterday, no birdies, and day 1, no birdies.
Okay.
So
They have figured it out, finally. At least Silva and Jenny has.
Yeah.
Olivia also has a chance to get one, but that's too low. It's not going to get all the way up. But yeah, Jenny is gonna be very close to the podium now with this birdie. She hasn't given up on it. That's nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, pushing hard. Digging deep. Rachel, I guess in fine position to save the par, so not going to lose too much here. Just 1 to Jenny, and Jenny's not really relevant in the chase for her at this point anyway. So.
She did have some unfortunate misses, or surprising misses with that forehand approach yesterday, but this time couldn't be any better.
Yeah, I think she's got that figured out. She was a little bit off with a couple of those, you're right.
But that's usually one of her big strengths. That's where she shines with those, all kinds of forehands.
Yeah, it's definitely been looking a lot more on point today. Good approach.
With a par putt, she will still keep that second place, but watch out for Silva Saarinen behind. Watch out for Olivia, who could throw this in for a birdie. She is, there's definitely a possibility. She can go very aggressive here.
She's got a really long range jump.
Yeah,
too. Like
she can actually putt here.
Yeah. She's one of the FPO players that can actually jump putt from even outside circle 2, and give it a good chance. That one's just a little low, but I guess it's quite uphill. Hard to give it enough height. But I'm sure she would have wanted to give that a little better chance.
But if Rachel, let's say that she is quite safe there up in the top, we still have 4 players who are fighting for those podium places, second and third.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 4 strokes between them all. And actually less now, 3 strokes with that birdie from Jenny.
Tinja got her par. And so is Olivia, and so is Rachel. So 1 birdie. 3 pars. Here is Silva Saarinen on the next hole, hole 14.
Oh. Wow. Really early release and terrible kick off that branch.
Oh, yes. Didn't go as deep as it could have, but
it's going to be a miracle par from there.
Can she make it from here? That's looking very unlikely. Oh, well, knowing what she can do. Well, okay.
She's got a circle 2, look. Scary one, but
that's not far away.
That's one we're going to have to sound the alarm on.
Definitely. And she's going to go for that 100%. She's not laying up from that distance.
No,
especially now when she wants to climb.
Yeah.
Another nightmare spot there for Elina Rydberg. Oh, no, it's not her day today. That's quite clear. Finished first round at 5 over par, second round at 4 over par, and today she's 8 over par. She probably felt that she could have reached the podium with a good round today. I don't think she feels like that anymore.
No, it wasn't meant to be this time, but Some great highlights again, and still a chance to get a few more.
It's a little bit of everything, it feels like. Or
seemed like that tree kind of bumped her, maybe her left arm when she was trying to swing through with the bit of a jump putt or a lunge. So no magic from the chase card on this hole today. Yesterday, of course, it was the site of the now infamous double skip ace from Anneli. Legendary stuff.
it's going to be a bogey for Jenny Pujol after that. She was there after 2. That's also kind of surprising.
It's kind of funny that we had to wait so long to get our first ace, and then it was such an unlikely one. Like, that something never happened before.
Yeah, tasted even sweeter when we had to wait for it like that. And
yeah, and when it was such a unlikely and surprising one.
Okay, sound the alarm.
Pew. Pew.
Was a weak alarm. But here she is, for par though.
Oh,
and that was not far away. I think that alarm would have needed to be a little bit louder for it to...
My voice cracked a little bit. I'm not sure what happened.
It's a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend of talking. Even my highlight alert doesn't sound quite up to speed today, but I'll work on it in the break just in case we need it this afternoon. I'm sure we will. Oh no, that pops up and rolls on Sonia. Catches that tree, but still going to be a pretty long comebacker now.
Anneli, no ace today.
Chance for a highlight birdie at least.
Yeah.
Just outside the circle here. Left to right wind. Pretty scary putt, but got nothing to lose really. Gives it a chance. Sits close. No worries.
And yeah, you're not missing anything from the lead card now because they are waiting for these players to finish the hole before they can tee off here.
This hole averaged 3.1 on day 1 with birdies from Elina and Jenny Pujol. Yesterday, of course, that ace averaged 3.2. Tinja Väisänen getting a birdie there. No birdies yet today. Just a little left on that bid from Sonia. Silva with the bogey cleanup here. Great putt. 9 meters in the heart of the chains. But as per usual.
Disappointed though with another bogey, and now it's 8 strokes up to Rachel. That's just not possible. That's completely out of, like, that's not going to happen.
No.
But she can fight for a second place though. She's 2 behind Tinja Väisänen. So Rachel has more or less booked this win already. She can play safe.
Yeah,
and take the win.
Yeah, two events in a row here on the European Pro Tour that she's been in a comfortable position on final day. In Tunis, she was able to stick conservative, play safe that final round, and had enough cushion to walk it in.
And she hasn't been outside the podium since she came back from her US trip this earlier this spring.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
That makes 6 events in a row on the podium, and 3 of those for the win. Some close calls as well.
Jenny. 1 stroke behind the podium. Silva Saarinen and Olivia Kinstedt tied at 3 over par. Jenny is 4 over par. Important moment for her to put it close. Same miss as Silva, but better reaction though, back on the fairway.
Yeah, hit that same branch and looked like she took it down.
Made it easier for the upcoming players.
Those are some pretty early releases though. The backhand turnover is a touchy line, but you really got to be careful about that left side. You need something quite flippy and not trying to work it so wide. Maybe hit the gap a little more clean and let the disc do the work to move right.
This is the more common play and what in most cases works much better.
Yeah, it definitely shapes up perfectly for a little forehand skipper down there. That one's right inside the circle. Got the savior.
Yeah.
Overcooked a little and takes left.
Not the cleanest release.
A little too much Anheuser. Now we're going to see that backhand turnover line from Tina. It's better.
Oh, I think it's too straight.
Kicks the last tree there on the gap and into circle 2. Scary putt, but saying circle 1, but it can't be.
No, that's definitely. I can't see.
Unless it slid a lot. It didn't look like it had a lot of ground play at the end of it, but
I said the word definitely, but I have learned that I should never use that word when I'm talking about where the discs end up.
Camera can play tricks on the mind for sure with the optical illusions, and Anneli does pretty good off the tee there. It's a little bit down on that slope, so it might be kind of hard to get all the way up through the Mando, but we'll see.
If this fades out, it's going to be great. Yes, it does, and she is not going to have any big problems getting through the double Mando.
Great position. Annie with a good upshot there.
Yeah.
Still in this. She's only 1 stroke back from third.
It's tight. It's super tight. And luckily for her, both Olivia and, well, maybe Tinja is closer than what we think, but none of them are in really that good positions for a birdie.
True. Pretty good approach there.
Yeah. But she is walking up to it, and it could actually be circle 1. Now it's a circle 2, though.
Yeah, I think she's outside, but
yeah. And with a scary putt downhill.
Yeah, if you miss that, it's almost guaranteed you're going to be circle's edge or worse coming back. But if she's feeling confident, it'd be a great opportunity to steal one. Get herself up into that, or just a little more distance from those players trying to chase her, but smartly just puts it under the basket.
I think she was kind of going for it, okay, looking at her reaction.
I think so. I think it was one of those cases where, yeah, she really wanted it, but something was just kind of holding her back a little.
There was something in her brain just shouting, no, 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 no. But
that slight bit of doubt that kind of can be hard to overrule in the moment. Rachel Turton for birdie to move to 6 under, 4 down for the round. Way clear of the pack. Dominant performance this weekend. Doesn't get it, but doesn't need it.
No, that's just fine. It would have been a nice bonus birdie.
Just a little icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But that cake is still going to taste pretty sweet.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Olivia, not even to get the par. And
not going to help her case for the podium.
She will then be tied with Jenny for 4th if Jenny makes this one, and she is.
Sure does.
That is making things even more interesting for the podium.
Super tight battle brewing there for those podium spots.
And especially now also when Silva is in a good position after her first. She could attack on the second one on hole 15. Rachel getting the par. Olivia, bogey, and Tinia, the par. Yeah, now some frustration from Olivia. Let's hope that it doesn't get to her head.
Yeah, she's gotten a lot better about not letting that frustration linger. Hopefully she can brush that off and finish strong here. Still a chance to get on that podium. Annalie, though, yeah, a little bit right side. Going to be pinched from the Mando. That hillside did prove to be a little too difficult for her second shot to get through the Mando. You kind of need to be able to be up and high enough there on the hill so you can actually shape something with enough force to penetrate that double Mando.
Opportunity for Silva.
Smooth shot here.
Oh, such a nice turning mid-range there. It has got long. No, okay, yeah.
Ooh,
it's safe. And in her range.
Yep.
That was a nice shot.
Very nice.
Get that slow turn all the way. You know what disc that was?
No.
No.
No, but she really made a great move on it. Looked like it had a chance to go in for a minute, but it was pretty far left.
Lina is up here after 2. I think she's thinking about, do I dare to go backhand or sidearm? I think it lines up better for the backhand turnover.
Yeah.
Even though she's usually a little bit stronger with the sidearm, I think.
She's got a pretty good balance to her game, though. I saw her hitting some really nice backhand lines in those practice holes we played together. That one catches the left side Mando, but it kicks down into the middle, so no damage. Not going to be penalized, at least.
Sonia throwing her 3rd here. Tries to get up and down for the par from 60 meters. And left it a bit short. It's going to be a very long putt. Kind of slow pace right now on this chase card, except for Silva, who's playing great, but Annelie's not really feeling it at the moment. That's quite clear. Now, just pitches out.
Not much you could do from there.
No.
I really like to get to the basket anyway, so no sense to take any risk of missing the Mando.
And now it's just a 50-meter tactic. Okay, I thought you would go to the sidearm, but she's going with the backhand.
A little touch hyzer.
Shouldn't be any problem if I know her. But
it's a little soft.
It's quite a bit soft. That was surprising.
A little too much touch. Not quite enough speed, but still an opportunity for a big circle 2 putt like we've seen her do many times this season.
Ooh.
Fights through. Doesn't gain a lot of distance, but safe through the Mando.
That's the most important thing. It was close though
Yeah, I think it
to miss them. Yeah,
did it hit that white sign? That
I hit something on that tree at least, but
yeah,
that's
like
fine.
Like it might have hit the arrow. Not entirely sure. Elena pulls this a little.
Quite a lot, and I wonder if that is even in bounds.
I don't think so.
I know, that's out of bounds. That's the other stick there under the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is not a lot of energy right now from Elina, and I can totally understand why when nothing is working for her. Jenny Karppinen, can she get up? It's gonna not fade out too early, so that's just good enough.
I think that's pretty good. She can see the Mando gap. She might be a little bit like right from it from a straight shot, so she's gonna have to work some angles to get through. But pretty good position overall. Anytime you're up on that hillside, you can have a look through the Mando at least, usually. Way overcooked here from Rachel. Deep in the bush.
Not much you can do from there.
Nope. Par at best, really. She's gonna have to try to put herself somewhere near the Mando trees. And now if Tina is able to somehow get up, but no, that's not looking good. That's, well, not too bad, but pretty short to be able to attack anyway on the second shot.
Yeah, she will not be able to reach the basket, and in that case, I think it's just better to lay up in front of the Mando and
yeah, play it for par now.
Yeah, which should be quite an easy par if she plays it smart.
She could potentially take a stroke on Rachel, but it's going to be too little too late.
She's not going to take a stroke on Silva Saarinen, who's putting for birdie here. We don't know yet if she's making it or not.
It's right in that range where she's usually just gold, but she did miss a couple shorties earlier mid-round, but I think just kind of a lapse of concentration on some really short putts. Sometimes you can kind of count them before they're in, and it's not something you really want to do. You got to be, make the shot, make sure you go through the routine and keep focused there, even on the shorties.
Here it is, Silva Saarinen for birdie. Oh, not this time.
Just short. Not quite fully extended up into the chains.
So Tinja has that 2-stroke advantage over Silva. Still, even after that putt. Straight into the wind. It's not an easy thing to do.
Lift it up, hit the band.
Still very frustrating though. Even if it wasn't easy.
No, pretty rough day for Elina. Let's hope she can finish strong at least. Get a couple birdies or at least something to feel good about. Ending with a nice short putt. Tina laying up there to the mouth. A little short. Not even lined up perfectly with it really either.
No, but for a hyzer, I think it might be just fine actually.
Still doable, yeah. Yeah, not the ideal second shot, but not the worst case either.
Rene, what do you have to say about Rachel there in the bush? Do you think she can do anything from in there? Maybe we missed it already.
She might have pitched out already.
Yeah, I think we just missed it.
He's about to throw now.
Sorry?
Maybe there is a sneaky line sideline with something overstable, but I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, here she is.
Here we are. Doesn't get very far. I don't think she's going to be able to get through the Mando from there.
No, not likely. It's probably going to be her second bogey then today. Was that Jenny? No, it was Olivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pace has definitely dropped a little bit. It's starting to feel quite slow from all players, and I think it might have to do with that they all sense that Rachel will be impossible to beat.
Right, that can... Oh, wait a minute here.
Might be a double then for Rachel. She needs to get up to the Mando. Still, she's not there after 3. So she is kind of opening up the door a little bit.
Just a crack.
Yeah. If Jenny can put this close.
Quite surprised to see her miss 3 shots in a row on this hole.
But she is not putting it close. She hits the Mando tree, and it's... I hope it stayed on the...
I don't think she missed
the
it, but then how's she going to get through on the next one?
That's not going to happen.
No. Not unless she can kind of...
Like she should be okay.
Yeah, she can
But she's okay.
reach out with a forehand maybe, or forehand roller or something. I just look like she's way out of position now.
Yeah. That door was open, and Jenny not able to step in.
Let's see if Tina can do something to get a stroke or two. If she can put this close, that would really be helpful.
Not all the way there, maybe. Oh, okay, it is actually all the way there.
Some great ground play.
Yeah.
I think she's in the circle. It looked like it landed like quite far back, but it got a great skip.
That's just like 5-6 meters.
Yeah.
For a par then. So she was 6 behind Rachel before this, and now it might be just 4.
It's not insurmountable. It's very unlikely, obviously.
4 strokes in 3 holes. That could happen, especially like 17. Big things can happen there, both. You can get an eagle and you can get a big number if you go out of bounds early.
Absolutely, and 18 is an obvious score separator.
So we shouldn't maybe call it yet, but the way Rachel has been playing, we haven't really seen any cracks.
Well, until now.
Yeah.
But this is like kind of almost a full-blown meltdown, really, like considering what we have seen from her. Like she's throwing 5, she's not even through the Mando yet. Now she's through, but she has to get up and down from there.
That was her 5th. I was thinking that it's her 4th, but no.
I think it's going to be like a triple bogey.
Yeah, it's going to be a very big number.
Quite a surprise, like right when we were just starting to think it was...
When he hits the stake and stays in bounds. Living on the edge.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting reaction. It kind of looked like almost like balanced on top of the stake there for a moment.
That would have been out of bounds for sure if that stake wouldn't have been. Yeah,
that totally saved her. And now you can see Jenny is really pinched. But if Tina can hit that putt, we actually really do have a battle potential. Yeah. You know, it's not over yet. We might have spoke just a second too soon, but Rachel wasn't showing any signs of weakness until this hole.
I don't see any big scoring separation happening on 16, but 17 and 18 definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Big things can happen there. Tina was playing really well on 17 yesterday. I think she got a birdie. Interesting.
Very interesting. It's, one of the really exciting things about disc golf. It's really never over till it's quite over. I mean, even when it looks like you think you know what you're going to get, sometimes the script gets flipped pretty quick.
Yeah, it's going to be a triple bogey for Rachel after pitching up there.
Tina did indeed get a birdie on 17 yesterday.
My memory is still somewhat intact.
Yeah, it's going to be a triple bogey for Rachel. The last thing she needed at that point. But it makes it interesting.
Very interesting.
If you're out there watching and you know anybody else who likes dramatic finishes in sports, share the link, tune them in. We'd love to have their viewership. And if you're out there on the chat looking to interact, let us know if you think this one is done and dusted or if it's still possible for Tina to eclipse Rachel here at the very end.
Olivia gets that one, and that was almost a must to get to the podium. Jenny is gonna drop off that 4th place that she has together with Olivia now, and especially when she's even missing the putt. So now it feels like it's a battle between Olivia and Silva for the 3rd place. And Tina might be able to put some pressure on Rachel, especially if she makes this one. Yeah.
That's it. That's all she needed.
She's gaining 3 strokes.
And she's got a spring in her step. I think she realized that she may have a chance here now. I think...
it was 6 and now it's 3.
Just like that.
Just like that. Rachel, is this a one-time thing, or are we seeing some nerves here? Next hole should be one of the easier ones, though. So I'm not seeing any big things. Let's see what Silva Saarinen does here on 16. She has been close to ace this day one at least, and this time it's
right there on the green. A little bit obstructed, but very close to the basket.
Anneli.
Nice commitment to the hyzer, tracking straight for the basket, skipping up. Nice there for a birdie look. Here is that birdie look. A little breezy up there on the top of the mountain.
Oh yes, breezy. Catches the disc, and I'm not sure if it was due to the wind, but it didn't help at least.
Yeah.
Airballing that one. Silva from down on a knee gets one, and she gets the birdie on 16, which gets her to 3 over par. 3 down today. And to 3rd place. Solo 3rd.
Not only misses the comebacker, so...
Yeah, that's...
a little bit out of sorts here.
Doesn't really matter so much for her. She's gonna finish at 6th place no matter what. Did we just see an ace round there?
Not too sure.
Oh, hope we get to see it again, but it looks like something was close.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry. I just glanced down for a moment. Checking some scores.
I think there must have been Tinia. Here's Olivia.
Explorer.
Oh, I think it might...
A little heavy on the hyzer, but no, it's perfect.
That's great.
Skips up to the circle.
Was it her
signature
Explorer?
Yeah, it stood up flat nicely. Maybe a little bit of headwind here. Low skipping shot.
Awesome.
Great way to play with the wind. A little gusty. Keeping it low, trusting that ground play.
And now this will be interesting to see. Was it nerves that we saw on the previous hole?
FX2, I believe. Yep. Looks good.
Wide.
It can stable up.
But it is overstable and it's parked.
Yes. That's exactly what she needed to keep Tina off her. Here's that replay of that Tina's shot. Let's see how close she gets. She's got that feedback.
It looked very close to me, but It happened so quickly that I...
Oh, it does look really good.
All four in the circle.
Okay, it wasn't really...
Tinya's shot did have a direction towards the basket, but she got kicked down by the wind earlier to the basket. But she has 6 meters, 5 meters to the basket. 6 meters to the basket.
Pretty straight
and that's
line.
the long. Oh, Olivia's maybe 8.
Okay, so a lot at stake here on the green of 16.
Olivia needs to make that to tie with Silva for the podium. Third place. Tinya not likely to gain any strokes on Rachel on this one, but considering where Rachel is, it's a very important putt to make for Tinya, because I can't see Rachel missing the birdie here.
There it is.
Another one from that distance from Olivia. She's so good there. Like,
great putt.
Yeah. So she's tied for third now.
Yeah, and she's done very well not to let those struggles get in her head like she's had problems with in the past. She really has come leaps and bounds with the mental game.
Yeah, looking at her scorecard, she has never had 2 bogeys in a row. She has always repaired it with a par or even birdies.
Strong mental game. Important putt for Tinya.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Oh, yes. She is not letting Rachel get back any strokes that she lost on the previous. It's going to still be 3 after this one, and I don't like this. Straight into the wind. Oh, Jenny Karppinen. That's what you quite often see.
She was hoping it would lift a little more. It's hard to fully commit to the chain height putt there, because a lot of times you'll see them lift up and sail over the basket, and then you have oftentimes an even longer comebacker.
She needs to gain 3 strokes on both Silva and Olivia now to get up on the podium, and I think that's not going to happen.
No, I think we now just have 4 players there at the top jockeying for those podium positions.
Here's one of them, Silva Saarinen on 17.
Laces it.
And she gets up there on the flat spot.
That's huge.
Not really on the flat spot, but still past the tree. And
that's the tree. That's fantastic.
That's potential eagle from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she can get up to the basket.
Yeah.
With one more.
She gets it just right. She could get herself an eagle look. Looks like Elina didn't quite make it out of the gap, but stayed in the middle somehow. You often see those roll down, but left her an open look here, which is nice. Can you tell what she's throwing?
No, I'm trying to see, but I really can't.
I want to say cookie, but then I feel like they're like all the same color or something.
Yeah, well, I was thinking cookie also, but it looked kind of like concave almost top. I don't know what it was. Could have been a cookie.
Not so important, but
it's fun.
Yeah.
Trying to see what the players are throwing.
So Anneli, could you go? No, it's saying third throw, but I think that might be. Huh? Could well be her third throw already somehow.
Off the fairway after 2, it says here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it's only 1 meter in, so I think she might have actually thrown twice already.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. It's the ace that she can take with her after this week.
Yeah, that's going to be a lifelong memory for many of us.
Not really a score to remember, Anneli.
Not her best performance, but As she said when coming in, she was dealing with a little bit of some elbow pain, and hopefully she'll be feeling 100% for the European Open next weekend.
That's right. She is qualified and she is looking forward to play that one. Puyol with her second, she got through clean also, and she is throwing a really nice second shot here, looking like she could get up and down for a birdie. Sonia is here after her first also. She also got through. Not as much distance as Silva though, but still.
It's good to get through that gap.
Yeah.
Not easy to do.
That's great, I think.
Yeah, good distance and pretty good position as well. Should be able to get up and down for the birdie from there.
I hope so. She has only one birdie today, hole 11.
I feel like she got this and 18 yesterday.
You're right. Those were the 2 birdies you got yesterday.
A nice way to finish. Silva here. Let's see if she's going after the eagle. Sure looks like.
I think she is.
What a great move on that.
Yes.
It is there for the eagle, isn't it?
It's in circle 1.
Right there.
Right. It's close, actually.
That kick, I think it kicked towards the basket. That's going to surely be an eagle look for Silva. And that could help her out with that podium. That was a sweet move she put on that disc.
Yeah, she
really trusted the Anheuser angle and got a full flight. Great distance. Elina Heiser's out a little bit, pretty good distance, and up there somewhere near the green. Or a little bit, maybe more of an approach distance, but Annalie, after some early struggles, trying to save the par, it's going to take a big shot here.
Going to her DD1.
Oh yeah, it's looking real good. Comes in a little hot, just outside.
Yeah, that was a nice throw. Not as good result as Silva, but I think she could make it from there.
Oh yeah, be a great highlight. Hopefully nothing in her way. It is a pretty tight green.
Judisk is saying circle 2 for Silva. I think it might be closer, but it was difficult to see exactly where it ended up.
We'll find out soon enough. She's going to have an eagle look, that's for sure. Well, if she's not...
If it's in circle 2 or circle 3, doesn't matter for Silva. Everything is like...
Totally. 100% agree.
Yeah. She sees eagle looks from everywhere. Puyol. That's a nice one. Might be some trees in her way, but possible. get the birdie. We saw a putt from Mikael Hammer here on this hole yesterday that I didn't think was possible. Like that was one of the crazier ones.
That was amazing.
We've ever seen. Yeah.
Like looked like he was doing some kind of gymnastics move, all split.
So there are some gaps that it's difficult to see.
That was an impressive putt. Yeah.
It just shows that you should never give up on it.
Nice touch, Sonia.
It's going to be a par.
That was a really nice one.
Not a bad score at all on 17. Even though she got the birdie yesterday, I think she's quite happy with the par here.
Seems like a bit of a gallery here, taking in this exciting action on a beautiful Saturday. Elena looks pretty obstructed though. See if she can manufacture some way to get up to the green. Doesn't look super promising. Or maybe there's some space over there that we can't quite see yet.
Oh, there's a gap, but it's not a big one. Not sure if it lines up perfectly with the basket. Okay, she's not even going through that one. I'm not happy right now.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to aim for that wider gap with like a hyzer, but she was going with the ante line, trying to cut through on that even smaller gap, but maybe it didn't line up as well as it looked.
It's difficult to see though those gaps and how they line up from if you're not standing right where the disc is on the players, where the player is throwing from. Now it's quite clear what she's going to do though. And leaves it short again and gets a bad roll also. Now might be Silva's turn to putt for the eagle. She's 6 away from the lead, but only 3 away from Tinja Väisänen at second place. And tied with Olivia Schinstedt for third, Silva Saarinen.
Yeah, and I think she's inside the circle, because this is Elina from right on the circle's edge.
That she must be inside, yeah.
Closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it doesn't really matter where she is. She's a major threat on the green, regardless.
And here, considering how the green looks, it's more important that she has an open look.
Yeah, absolutely. The distance isn't the thing here. It's whether or not she can actually find a line through that thick stuff. Cluttery green.
And Anneli first also, which means that she must be at least right on the line, on the circle's edge or inside.
Oh, good bid. From a tough spot. Just a little shy.
Getting a bogey doesn't really matter for her.
And now if Jenny's next, that means Silva's even closer.
Yeah, that's kind of what
be inside the circle.
Kind of what we thought.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Cause it looked like it kicked towards the basket.
Yeah,
and that could be huge because that could open up a lane. Like she might be in the open. We still don't see the disc, but we will find out soon.
It's there somewhere. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Down there. Whoa, nice one. Birdie for Jenny Pujol.
Great feeling.
Her first birdie of the day.
Ah, better late than never. That's a good one to get. And here it is. It's a tap-in eagle almost.
Yeah, that's no circle too.
That's an eagle.
Silva Saarinen got it.
Congratulations, Silva. Sweet to get an eagle here. And that's really going to help her out. She's She's now in solo third.
Only the second player who's able to get that eagle. The other one, Jenny Karpinen, got it yesterday and kicked. Is it safe even? That kicked down towards the outer bounds.
You just calling it safe.
Check with René after we have watched these throws.
Tina needs this to get through the gap, and it does. It does perfectly. It's way up there.
That's all you can wish for and a little bit more.
Ooh, that could put a little pressure on Rachel, perhaps.
That's past the 100-meter stake. That's like 90 meters to the basket. She could also get an eagle here.
She just laced that. Right in the clutch.
Early and bad kick for Olivia.
That might do it for her.
So
Wait, just a second, René. We are watching Rachel's tee shot here first. Sorry.
Okay, it looked like it was inside, but it's really good. No problem.
Yes, she's out in the safe. Now let's hear René.
Well, I would love to tell you how the drives went for the lead card, but I was enjoying an eagle on hole 17.
That was a great eagle, wasn't it? Huge congrats to Silva Saarinen.
And Olivia did go out of bounds. Throwing third here now, and I think that's not going to help her podium chances.
No, I think she's inbounds, but out of position still. And that's going to, spell the end of her run at this podium here at Turku Open, but she has displayed, again, really, really great skills and lots of sweet highlights.
Look at that dog.
There's Andy.
Hi, Andy.
He's a good dog.
So Olivia throwing fourth already. Absolutely not going to be a par. Might not even be a bogey. I think going over the road here is probably the smartest play. Could be risky though, but that's the way to gain most distance. That's what she seems to be lining up. No, she's going through the big gap. And she's up on the fairway.
Silva Saarinen with 7 birdies and an eagle today. That is just wild. Like, her potential is so enormous.
5 down after 17 holes with 4 bogeys. That's okay.
That's pretty good.
Let's see what she can do on hole 18. She is there throwing right now, but we...
oh, well, no, sorry. Did
I... see if we get to see it, but
I just blow it. Perhaps I did, but...
We still don't know where she's gonna end up on the
podium there.
If a podium or not.
It's looking likely after Olivia slipped up there. That'll be fine. Right in the fairway.
Good distance, even with kind of a safe shot.
Still a 3-stroke lead, but with Tinya really heating up and on the chase, hunting her, doing everything she can.
If she loses one here and then misses the island on 17, that
could be a playoff.
That's very
totally possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that kicks hard left, unfortunately. It was looking like it had enough speed to get up there for an eagle look. But now, no real big advantage anymore after that.
No, now it's kind of...
Yeah, a little bit.
They both have as big chance to get the birdie, so... don't see that no one of those two have an advantage over the other one.
No, and with that 3-stroke lead, and I think Tina would have needed to put that up there close on the green.
Karpinen with a huge throw there.
Really nice line.
Gets up on the fairway and in a good position to get up and down for a birdie.
Another reminder about that really big event coming up in just a month. European Championships right there in Tallinn, Estonia. Check it out in person or right here on Disc Golf Stream. We'll be covering it live all 4 days.
This is the 5th throw for Olivia after going out of bounds. So getting up and down for a birdie here from, is that a 50-meter stake? That should be doable. But considering that Silva got an eagle here, it's not likely that we will see Olivia on the podium.
No, almost impossible now at this point. Struggling on this hole. Important shot here for Rachel still, even though she's got a few strokes.
Yeah, I mean, if she loses 1 stroke to Tinja here, it's going to be a nervy final hole.
Yeah.
She needs to hit the island in that case, and that's not the situation you want to be. Like, if you can avoid it.
It's a fair bit of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to have more than 2 strokes coming into the final hole, because that's like a birdie or bogey hole. Very difficult to make it from that drop zone.
This looks perfect, though.
A
little squirrely there. Might be obstructed. This could be an opportunity for a one.
Good opportunity for Tinja.
Yeah.
She is from similar distance, but from another angle.
Rachel's got such a good straddle putt, though, and that's certainly makeable.
But a good opportunity also for Tinja to get close and put that pressure on Rachel so that she feels that she has to make it.
Could go a long way. She's in a tough spot here, though. Wasn't the most friendly kick.
Oh.
Now it's hung up early. That's going to do it. Pretty sure.
Most likely. We have felt it for quite some time, and now it feels like it's almost sealed the deal.
Yeah, but Tinja sure made it interesting.
Yeah, especially with that tee shot here on 17. That looked so good. Too bad she couldn't be able to get any closer there with her second. She wasn't able to get the cleanest shot there.
There you see her checking the scores, trying to figure out what she needs to do now. She might have to concede that first place spot to Rachel and just focus on staying ahead of Silva. We'll see. Seems that we do have our podium positions locked down, most likely.
The players, at least, on the podium.
Yeah, it's just the order that we're still yet to determine, at least for second and third. I mean, Rachel, I think, is in pretty safe spot there on the top.
Yeah, Jenny cannot reach up there. She has 5 strokes or something like that up there, and Olivia is going to get a bogey here at best. So it's Rachel and Silva and Tinja up on the podium. Let's see what order.
Tinja decided to lay that up. She knows now that she can't quite catch Rachel. Just a little bit out of her reach. But she wants that second place. Oh, yeah.
Another beauty from
great putt.
Olivia.
Solid stroke.
We have said it many times, but it's so impressive to see what she's doing from the putting, like with her putting from circle 1, circle 2.
Yeah, that one was 12 meters.
Yeah.
She's really good putter, really good player. Really coming into her own this last month or so. Oh, that one just kind of stuck in her hand a little too long.
Doesn't matter so much for her though. She's gonna be around 5th place anyway. Not gonna reach the podium.
Disappointing par for Tina after that perfect drive.
Yeah. And the par is just what Rachel needed. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
And with 1 hole still to play, Rachel is 3 strokes ahead of Tinja Weisen, and that should be impossible.
Yeah, nothing can go too wrong there, especially if she doesn't have to be aggressive.
And big moment for Silva Saarinen here from the tee.
Oh, way too low. Cut rolls, never a chance.
She's gonna have to head to the drop zone. Not likely to make it from here, but you never know with her.
You know she's running it. Oh, yeah, she is. Another highlight for Silva Saarinen.
And not even a reaction from her. She, a smile. Yeah,
you got to smile after that round. Look at that, an eagle, 7 birdies, and a super highlight putt from 15 meters to get it finished. Great to see her smiling, and great to see her really on point today.
And that means that Tinja needs to get a par at least to stay solo second.
That's right.
So she did put some pressure on Tinja there, and it was actually very important to get that putt from the drop zone.
Yeah.
Silva Saarinen, the highlight machine. What a player she is. Can never count her out.
That was so sick. From that drop zone in the wind. I mean, yeah, only Silva. Super clutch.
So she could still finish second.
She really is in a league of her own, though, when she's on, and especially in those kind of situations where it's like most players are scared. She doesn't have that fear. 5 down. Pretty sweet.
With so many bogeys also.
Yeah, that's going to be a very highly rated round.
Yeah,
I think it's 1,000 rated, actually.
You think it might be that high? Yeah, it could be. Could maybe be. Let's see. Do we have some... doesn't say that much. We're soon going to get some real ratings. Here is Tinja. So important for her to get this on the island. To get that second place. And this is safe.
Okay, that's going to do it.
That's going to do it because all
second place, yeah.
Yeah, all she needs is a par.
She can lay it up if she wants.
She's not going to reach Rachel. She is not going to drop down to third.
That was clutch for Tinja. Sticking the island right when she needed to.
It can't have been easy to...
No, that was really, really, really well done. In the moment there must have been some pressure. She was obviously aware of the score as you see her checking the phone.
Yeah, it's not the first time she's checking it. She has been well aware of that for a long time. And
A3 here for Rachel, just a formality to get the win. She doesn't even need to stick the island. She can lay it from the drop zone, but she's going to go ahead and get this in play. Yeah, she can lay up from there.
No problem. Another stress-free hole for Rachel Turton. Kind of stress-free event, it feels like.
She's found a way to play her own game and to just focus on what she's doing, and it's working out really well for her.
Not worrying what the other players are doing. That's her key to success. Just following her game plan hole after hole.
Sticking to her routine and just, doing her own thing. It's going to be back-to-back wins for Rachel Turton on the European Pro Tour.
And how many wins does she have now? This will be her 4th. She won Copenhagen last year. She won the All-Stars event last year in Spain.
Yeah.
She won Tyni.
Yeah.
And she will win Turku Open. So
that's 4.
4 titles on the European Pro Tour.
And how many does Heidi have?
That's a good question. I can have a look at that. She has won Nokia and...
at least 4, but...
Yeah, Nokia and Belgium this year. What did she win last year?
Last year she won in Tyni, Estonia, was it?
Tyni, Estonia. That's it last year. So she has 4 as well,
So
if we're not forgetting something, huh?
I'm pretty sure that's right. So this is going to tie Rachel for the most wins on the European Pro Tour and the FPO. Well, even in the MPO, they're not quite there either, but Lowry's got 3.
So Olivia missed the island. Doesn't really matter that much because Jenny missed it as well. So they're both going to be heading to the drop zone. Rachel and Tinja both in circle 1 on the island. So that means that the players have locked in their positions on the final leaderboard already. Jenny is not going to get 2 on Olivia, even if she makes this one.
Nope.
Feels like she's going to try to go for it anyway, though, to finish with a bang here. And it wasn't far away. And I honestly am not sure why she's showing so much frustrations right now. Because even if she would have made that, Olivia could have just laid up. That's what she's doing now. But 3 great rounds from Rachel Turton. She said that she could improve on her score, but it seems like she will finish on that -1 today again.
So consistent.
Yeah. Tinja Väisänen did improve on her score. If she makes this, it's going to finish as 3 down today.
I think this will move her to 4 down, right?
True. That's right.
Yeah.
You are.
Which is fantastic, but yeah.
That didn't happen.
Doesn't really need it anyway.
She had a camera extra on her there, and Rachel is gonna finish at 1 under par today, laying that up. And 3 rounds at 1 down is getting her the victory. Olivia, 4th place. Silva Saarinen 3rd. Jenny Karpinen 5th.
3 action-packed days of disc golf here from Turku Open 2023, and there you have your champion.
Turku Open, Women's Open Division champion, Rachel Turton.
For the 2nd event in a row, we have Rachel as the winner, and we're going to hear from her right now.
Rachel Turton, winner of Turku Open 2023. And from what I heard from the commentators earlier, you have the most wins on the European Pro Tour now. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess it's a really solid season so far. Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned yesterday, it seemed like you were playing a little conservative yesterday, maybe not on purpose, as you said, but did you play conservative today on purpose?
Not really on purpose. I just tried to play my own game and not really think too much about like what other people were doing. I was just trying to focus on my own game, really. I was happy with my play up until 15 maybe, and yeah, my drive was off the fairway, and then I just kind of really struggled to get back on the fairway, but yeah, just tried to shake that off, and then think I did pretty well for the rest of the round, so I was happy.
Well, congratulations once again, Rachel, and we're looking forward to seeing you next time. Yadava, maybe?
Yeah, I'll see you there. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to hear from Rachel Turton as always. Another big win for her. Another solid, steady performance. That was actually a 1 down. The scorecard is giving. Okay, now they're going to fix it. There you go. Yeah. And yeah, big congrats to Rachel. That was really exciting all the way through. And big thanks to the rest of the field for so many great highlights and memorable moments as well.
It was really a fun event, this Turku Open 2023, and new champion Rachel Turton Silva Saarinen was not able to defend her title, but she did make it interesting this day.
She did have some final round heroics, including an eagle on 17, a 5 down, which I think could maybe more like 980, 990 type rated based on my calculations from yesterday. But
it's a course record.
Yeah, course record that's going to stand for the next year. Up on the podium, up 2 spots on the day. Tinja Väisänen played really well all day. Even started to put some pressure on Rachel there at the end, which actually made it a lot more interesting than we thought it was going to be.
She could have very well been right there with Rachel, because she had an opportunity on 17 after that tee shot. Like it was not far away, and as Rachel said, it was just one hole where she struggled, and that could have been quite costly.
She did well to get that out of her mind and finish strong there. 1 down in the last 3 holes. And another title.
Yeah, yet again, Rachel Turton, the winner of a European Pro Tour event. It's not the first time we see it, and I don't think it's the last time we're going to see it. No. She is climbing up the points standing also, but not, of course, up all the way up in the lead.
No, but I think that puts her in 3rd.
Yeah.
If I remember right, we'll check that out. But it's also a huge momentum booster coming into the European Major, the biggest stage there next week. You know, she's going to have to feel pretty confident.
Of course, yeah. I know that she has been up there already in Nokia after Tinja, I think, went there to play a few rounds. So
yeah, on her way to North Sweden there, she stopped.
Yeah,
checked it out.
And then she's going to head back to Sweden, to Järva, and I think that she should be the favorite there as well. She didn't play it last time, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so.
No. So it's going to be exciting to see what she can do in Stockholm in just 2 weeks' time. Yeah, but what a fun weekend yet again, I have to say it.
Really exhilarating. I mean, super memorable stuff for many, many reasons. Historical moments and lots of entertainment.
And it's not over yet, because in just a few hours' time we're going to see the MPO round 3. And we still don't know who's going to take down that title.
That's going to be really exciting as well. We got quite a few players still in contention, even on the top of the chase card. And it's a tie at the top right now. We got Jesse Nieminen and Christian Kuoksa, Lauri Hämäläinen and Mikael Häme, just 1 stroke behind them.
Yeah, there are 7 players within 4 strokes there in the top.
Super exciting. Make sure you come on back for that MPO final round. It's going to be free on YouTube as well, so spread the link and spread the word. We'll hope to see you there.
Thank you so much for following this together with us, and yeah, as you said, welcome back in a few hours' time. This is Victor Torgestad,
Andrew Gum,
signing off.